I'm a big dog.
You think it's a game? You think it's so... Come on!
This ain't no game. This is a warning. Y'all routed up the wrong pack of dogs.
Hey, put on that net right now.
You see that one with that look in his eyes? Run. Dogs, let's hunt.
There it is. Let's hunt. Gotta love the hype video. I'm a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous. How is everybody in the stream, Thomas? How are you feeling?
Playoff football is a completely different feel. You think you're nervous before a Sunday nighter or a big Thursday night, Monday night divisional round or divisional game. Playoffs are a completely different feel, Josh. Barely slept last night. I'm ready to rock, and we're about 10 minutes away from kicking this one off and seeing if the Birds can beat Jordan Love and go to the divisional round.
Whew, let's go, baby. You're right. It is playoff atmosphere. See everybody in the chat. Of course, as always, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. We're going to be covering the entire game. As Thomas said, we're about 15 minutes away from kickoff, so lots to get into, everything else there. I guess we could start officially, as we normally do, with the inactives and where those are going. So let me make sure that I can actually get this on the screen. There we go. So for the official inactives, we've got Tanner McKee, Eli Ricks, Lewis Seen, the newly signed safety, of course, Nick Gates, Darian Kennard, Trevor Keegan, and Anais Smith. Maybe a little bit of a very minor surprise, I guess, with Nick Gates being inactive. Brett Toth was out there getting warm-ups. Not that he's starting or anything, but a little minor there. But you got health is good. Smitty is playing. AJ's playing. They're warming up. Should be good to go. Any thoughts on the inactives or just little minor injuries that AJ and Smitty are dealing with?
It does go to show you that the number 2 quarterback, heaven forbid something were to happen to Jalen Hurts, would in fact be Kenny Pickett today. McKee is the 3rd stringer, inactive, but the 3rd quarterback. So just nothing exciting there, nothing crazy. Philadelphia's healthy. All the talk this week was A.J. Brown and DeVonta Smith. They're as healthy as they're going to be, guys. It's week 19 at this point in the National Football League. They're going to be 100%, and I'm expecting big gains from both of them today.
There we go. Also, I see a couple comments as well from people saying about Kari Blasingame, which is true. The Eagles did activate or elevate the fullback. I don't know if we'll see him much. We've barely seen him at all, even in the prior games of the regular season. So maybe, perhaps, the Packers have been good against the run. They've not allowed, I think, a 75-yard rusher since week 8. So you never know. It's Saquon Barkley. It's one thing to stop other rushers. It's another thing to stop this Eagles rushing attack. And it's been, basically unstoppable to that point. But Jalen Hurts coming back with a concussion. Is there going to be some rust? Are we going to see him firing all cylinders, clicking early? Does Kellen Moore get him in a rhythm early? I don't know. I've kind of gone back and forth on that. What do you think?
I really hope it's like the Rams game. That Sunday nighter was about as masterful of a first drive as you can have without scoring a touchdown, right? They went down and kicked a field goal on that opening drive, but Jalen was on fire, throwing the football left, right, over the middle of the football field. They didn't run it that much early. They ran it a ton late. I think that might be the key in this one. As you know, as you mentioned, Green Bay, very good against the run. They haven't allowed a 75-yard rusher in what feels like ages. They're probably going to load the box early with an opportunity to go over the top. I think A.J. Brown's going to try to make a big statement, hopefully earlier in this game, because as we know, Josh, when Philly gets a lead, Saquon Barkley is going to break one eventually and blow this game wide open, and that's what I think every Eagle fan is hoping for early today.
Yes, absolutely. We want big-time numbers from Saquon. Speaking of those numbers, shout out to Underdog. Scan the QR code. Use code Philly Special. Get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. You have another 10, 12 minutes until kickoff. And as always, Thomas and I have our plays. Thomas, I've got yours up here first. You sent it to me earlier. There's several there, out of the 4. There's a couple that I really like. A couple that maybe a little bit more risky, though. Talk us through the plays.
Dallas Goedert has obviously not basically played in a meaningful football game, what feels like over a month and a half. He did play and played very well in a couple of series, basically the first half against the Giants last week. I think over or higher than 34.5 receiving yards feels like a lock. You might get that in the first half. Jalen Hurts, I think the legs are going to be important today, Josh. You see this often with Jalen Hurts in a big football game where he decides, you know what, let's just do it ourselves. Let's go for a big run. You think back to that Packer game a couple of years back when the Eagles had like 300 yards rushing. I think Jalen Hurts says, just higher than 40.5 rushing yards. The risky play here is Zack Baun, but Zack Baun was blitzed more than any other game the week one against the Green Bay Packers, and was kind of his coming out party. He was just named an All-Pro. I think you're going to see Zack Baun blitz a lot today, and I think he gets a sack. And then Josh Jacobs. I do think they're going to run Jacobs a lot. I think he's going to run well. I wasn't convinced on going higher in his overall rushing yard total at like 72, I think is what I saw this morning. I think he will get something longer than 13.5. He had success early in that week one matchup. I think the Eagles are going to shut him down eventually, though, but I'll go with one positive Packer play, and that's Josh Jacobs higher than 13.5 rushing yards.
Okay, there we go. And we've seen, not that we like this, of course, but we've seen that they've shown the, ability. There's been teams that have run on them for a couple big runs. But yeah, you limit it, get them one-dimensional, should be good to go. My play that I've got up here also, and I'll throw this one as well. I get a Saquon anytime touchdown. I mean, heck, as you talk about what they did against the Packers in Brazil, but really just this entire season, it's one of those that's a super chalky pick. I know, but why? It feels like an automatic when you insert the Saquon. I know I shouldn't say that. Maybe a jinx it, knock on wood, fingers crossed we're okay. Josh Jacobs, I did take the over on the yards. This was earlier in the week. It was 69.5, so it did bump up to, I think you said 72.5 or 73.5. The other that I like, if you don't like the yardage, is the rush attempts, because I think the Packers will try to stick with it, as will the Eagles. But I took the yards. Jalen Hurts over 212.5 passing yards. I think Jalen can get that done. He's coming back from the concussion. Get him going early.
I like it.
It's going to help your Goddard one hit as well, but come on, let's do that. And then Jayden Reed, I didn't want to take any receptions on, but I think he's going to get the targets, so I took over on the 5 targets. He may not get the catches with Cooper DeJean, but I think he will still get targeted because the Packers will test and go, well, we had some success in week 1 with Jayden Reed. They're going to figure out pretty quickly that Cooper DeJean is not Avonte Maddox, but still, we'll take the targets there. And then Jordan Love is going to throw a pick. For the first time in 7 games, 8 games, Jordan Love will throw an interception. We're marking it down. We're putting the good energy out there. It's going to happen. So
I'm with you.
Pick.
I'm with you. He hadn't thrown in a long time. You just mentioned it. They showed the stat in the screen earlier on the Fox broadcast. It's like 7 or 8 games he's not thrown an interception. That's always been kind of the MO of Jordan Love, right? He's kind of a gunslinger. He's going to make a couple of mistakes. He did that a lot early on in the season. He's really calmed it down with the emergence of Josh Jacobs in the rushing attack. It all, again, comes down to Philadelphia getting a lead, whether that's 7-0 or 10-3 or 17-14, whatever it takes. Get the lead. Let these pass rushers on defense start to feast a little bit, Josh, and hopefully Jordan Love presses a little bit too much, throws a pick, and Philadelphia can smoothly sail into the divisional round next week.
Hopefully so. We were talking about this before we went live here, and I mentioned to you we're kind of feeling the same way. It's like you look at these other playoff games, and nothing's been really close. I mean, maybe some moments during the game, but obviously you look at the final scores, and there's been nothing close. At some point, there's obviously going to be one of those games.
Yep.
I really want it to be this one. Maybe it could be the game tonight, but you just go further and further here. It's like if the Eagles can start quickly, and a lot of times the Packers have been able to, but we've seen, how many games it's like, oh, hey, first quarter, you go through, barely score, maybe get a field goal, maybe get something, then it might be tough sledding. But if the Eagles can start quickly and then get this thing going, then yeah, it potentially could turn into a bigger rout. I'm seeing lots of score predictions in the chat. Lots of positivity. I appreciate that. We both appreciate that. Thomas, I think you said 31-21.
21.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, 31-21. I've kind of a little closer. I've been like 27-21, 23-20, like somewhere in that range. I know that's not the most positive, but I don't know. I feel like maybe we're in for one of those close ones. The Eagles can do it. I think they will do it, but it just might be a little closer than what we're wanting.
I did see a super chat earlier when we first started by Odearbo. He says, for the 5, unfortunately got work during the game, but let you guys, I know you guys got my back. I'm going to tune in all games. Trying to put up or shut up. Let's go Birds. Yep, there you go. If you're not able to watch the game, that's what we're here for. If you want to watch the game, pause it, sing it with us. We'll give you guys play clocks throughout the 4 quarters. You sync with us and mute Tom Brady if you don't want to listen to him. And just hang out. Hopefully we all hang out. We have a good time. It's a beautiful day in Philadelphia, by the way, Josh. It's lower 40s, upper 30s probably by the time this one is into the 4th quarter. Very little wind. It's really nice playoff weather. There's been some playoff games you and I have been to where it's pretty cold. The wind starts to swirl if you sit up higher at the link. It's beautiful down there right now. And so kicking, which we'll see with Jake Elliott, he's missed some during pregames according to all reports there. Kicking shouldn't be a major factor. hopefully for the Birds, and hopefully a big factor for the Packers.
Yes, hopefully so. We do appreciate the super chat as well. Also to Clouder of 3, I missed this one, but the two earlier said making up for a super chat payment mistake. So, okay, well, we appreciate the support nonetheless. Thank you for that. I see also people saying have more faith that the Eagles are going to blow them out. I love the score prediction.
We have faith.
For what it's worth, every time this year that I've said it's going to be like a nail biter in a close game, it's been more of a blowout. Like I thought it was going to be that way with the Baltimore one. I thought it was going to be that way actually with the Rams game. And I thought it was going to be that way with the Bengals game. And every one of those, we're sitting there in the fourth quarter going like, hey, this is great. This is fantastic. So maybe it keeps up on that side. I was going to mention here real quick, just because we talked about the inactives for the Eagles and nothing super strange or unusual, but just officially for the Packers, they don't have any cool, good graphics game or anything like that. But there's Sean Clifford, Christian Watson, Zane Anderson, Andre Dillard, and Ben Sims. Those are the official inactives for the Packers today. So there you go. Quay Walker will play. He was a questionable linebacker.
Yep, he was the only one. Jordan Love also healthy, right? Wednesday, I did a whole show on Tuesday, or I think it was Thursday, talking about how they hid Jordan Love from throwing. How serious is the elbow injury? I thought it was a big deal. And then on Thursday afternoon, right as my show drops, they have plenty of videos of him throwing, and he looks fine. And so both quarterbacks are 100% healthy. Both quarterbacks are hopefully going to look really good today. At least one of them should look really good today, and Jalen Hurts. But I'm really pumped to watch Saquon Barkley today, Josh. I mean, this is something Philadelphia hasn't had in any playoff game in my entire lifetime. Like, there were some Brian Westbrook days, obviously some Shady McCoy days, but nothing like this. 2,000 yards rushing, the 9th player in NFL history to do it. Didn't play last week, got a bye, essentially, got the rest. All the conversation was, did you make the right move? If they lose today, it was a mistake. They got to win a Super Bowl. All that nonsense is out the door now. Saquon Barkley has a chance to walk into this football game and do what Derrick Henry did last night for the Baltimore Ravens. Take over that game early, blow out your opponent, and cruise, and put it on cruise control and roll into the divisional round where they're eventually, going to face a really good football team. Obviously a good one today, but more and more good football teams as they go on. And if Saquon can start the playoffs hot, I think a little bit of that disrespect we saw the national media give us this week, kind of out of the blue, will start to fade away a lot faster than people realize.
Yes, absolutely. It definitely will. And, like you said it there, I was watching Baltimore yesterday, what they're doing on the run game. The Eagles can absolutely, we've seen it in so many games, so many times, and everybody wants to throw out the idea, the mindset. I mentioned at the top of the open here of like, hey, Packers have not allowed a 75-yard rusher since week 8. But again, it's one thing to do it against just name any other team, but it's another thing if you're going to do that against the Eagles. And even with the Baltimore Ravens, the number 1 rush defense at the time whenever the Eagles were playing them, Saquon still went over 100. They ran 23 times, over 100 yards, had a successful day. Jalen did what he needed to, proved it even more so with the Steelers game. So I'm believing in it. I know a lot of people are, but yeah, it's just like, go out there, do what you impose your will. We've seen this offensive line. They're the best for a reason. Blake here with a 2. We appreciate that. Says, I bet on the Birds to kick some Packer ass. So
there you
a
go.
little more confident. We like that. All right.
I think a lot of us did, whether on
Good for
Underdog or other platforms. I think a lot of us did. So
Quasi Boy with a 5 also said, let's go Birds, watching from Scotland, Glasgow.
There you go.
Scotland. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Let us know where you are watching at right now before this game gets started. Curious where everyone's hanging out at. I know a lot of people overseas who have some of the streaming issues hang out here. We appreciate you guys, but curious. We got Scotland in the chat. Let us know where you guys are. Veve says, Andre Dillard, a huge mistake for us. Glad he's a Packer now. Yeah, not going to play today either. But yes, Andre Dillard technically on the enemy side. It's crazy that this is only the 4th time they've ever met in the postseason, Josh. All have come at Lincoln Financial Field, and all have been close. Most recently, that 2010, 2011, however you want to read it. It was 2011, but the 2011 Wild Card game where Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson really had a chance to upset the Green Bay Packers, and, well, not really upset. They were home, they were at home, but still upset Green Bay. And I would have figured go to the Super Bowl. And then, of course, go all the way back to the 4th and 26 during the McNabb years. There's a lot of history in terms of these two teams, even though they haven't played that many games in the postseason. And it feels like we might have a classic on our hands today, Josh. The NFL itself is hoping for a good game because all 3 of the AFC wildcard games were not close at all after the first quarter. So they're hoping for a close one. I hope Philadelphia blows them out. We have a nice, easy, chill Sunday afternoon here.
They need it for the ratings. That is for sure. After what they've seen in these first couple ones, so this is incredible too. We appreciate you guys. Could not be possible without you, of course. But I mean, it's literally like every country is like the number of different countries and places that people are watching from is just absolutely insane. So shout out to you guys in the chat. We're almost up to what was that? I think I saw it a second ago. We were almost up to 2,000 combined. So drop a like if you haven't already. Shane getting in a super chat here as well with the 5 says, I watched both your channels all week. Obviously, talk was around Jalen's return and AJ and Smitty getting rest. No mention of Elliott. Any concerns?
I think there are concerns, and if you want to read the boots on the ground, the beat reporters who are in the link, they said during warmups the leg looked strong enough, meaning he had the distance, Josh, but he definitely missed a couple wide right. I think Philadelphia is going to desperately hope and pray that there are no important kicks on the leg of Jake Elliott today. And like I said during multiple shows this week, during our stream on Wednesday, if the Eagles are in a 4th and 3 situation on an opening drive from the 20, I would not be shocked. If the normally bold Nick Sirianni decides to kick a much closer first field goal to really try to get the ball rolling, if you will, for Jake Elliott in terms of hopefully needing him, or not needing him, but if they need him later on in the game, he can make a longer one.
Yeah, I totally agree because you need that confidence, and it's been shaky. I know that we're all feeling it. We mentioned before, too, will Elliott be the one to do kickoffs? He was doing kickoffs and warm-ups for the game, so you assume that he's going to have all those duties. I don't know. He was 7 for 7, if you believe in that sort of things. They were shorter field goals, but the one game that he did do all the kickoffs between extra points and field goals, he was 7 for 7. Maybe that keeps up. I mean, it can't hurt, I suppose. So just get him out there, get a good feel for it, see how the wind is affecting the ball. But in a game like this that potentially ends up being a close one, I still want to say that I believe if it's a Jake Elliott 40-yard attempt or something like that, he could make it for a game winner, but it's not to the same faith that we've had before because you're talking about 28 for 36 on the season or so. It's something not good. I don't know what the exact percentage is, but he's not been near what we've seen from Jake Elliott.
Quinyanamo Bay hoodie being worn by Jason Kelsey during the pregame. He's on the sideline as we expected him to be. Looks good. Maybe today's the day, right? We go 18 weeks, right? 17 games for Quinyon Mitchell. He plays in every single one of them. He's one of the front runners for Defensive Rookie of the Year, but that elusive interception, Josh, has not happened. And the link is going to be rocking. You and I have been to Eagles playoff games that have been extremely loud as early as 2022. If Quinyon Mitchell gets an early interception or a game-winning interception or a critical interception at any point in this game, it'll blow the non-existent roof off of the Lincoln Financial Field. It's gonna be wild. What a better day to do it than today, right? Early as well. I would love it. Come on. I would love it.
He's actually, this is kind of blows my mind because I was looking at this on Underdog as well as some other sports books. Q is better odds in terms of getting an interception than C.J. Gardner-Johnson, than Reed Blankenship, than Darius Slay, and Cooper DeJean. So I don't know that I'm necessarily going in because we've seen a number of times whether it's him dropping it or CJ coming in and stealing an interception from him, but maybe Vegas is onto something. Either way, we would absolutely take a Quinyon Mitchell interception. Cranky Cletus, we're about to get the kickoff. Appreciate the 5. This is Fly Eagles Fly, South Jersey here. Go Birds.
Appreciate you, Cranky. Baby. Cranky's one of the mods in my chat, keeping all the bots at bay, so we always appreciate Cranky. And Josh, they're giving me a look at Lincoln Financial Field right now. They've just taken us to the game, and we get a look at Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady calling this one. I saw Tom Brady, a picture of him, and all-pro Eagles linebacker Zack Baun in pregame. That was a fun little clip there. I wonder what they talked about. But 7-time champ calling the game on the national broadcast. Josh and I have 0 Super Bowls combined. We'll call the game for you guys here on YouTube, so should be fun.
One by way of fandom, I suppose, but yeah.
I guess 1.
0 otherwise.
There you go. If you win the coin toss, Josh, what are you doing? You deferring? You want this football and you want to get Jalen Hurts hot? What are you going to do?
Normally I would say defer. Give me the football, though. Today, give me the football. Let me march down the field, get Jalen hot, get a rhythm. Yeah, let's do that.
Don't want to go 3 and out. Obviously, Philadelphia, terrible first quarter team there. A much, much better second, third, and fourth quarter football team. Although if they start hot today, get that Lincoln Financial Field crowd rocking. It's going to be hopefully a long day for the Green Bay Packers. So we'll see what the coin toss says. We don't officially have it yet. We're probably 2 or 3 minutes away from kickoff. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Obviously, if you're watching, trying to sync it, probably about a 20, 30-second delay since YouTube has a delay, right? You're going to have your TV, and then there's a delay to us, and then YouTube puts a delay, and so you got to pause about a play is normally what we have people do who want to sync up to the TV, and so easy to do there. Both teams are not yet ready to take the field, though. We're getting close here, Josh, and obviously for pregame of playoff games. They sort of take a little bit longer to get things going. Earlier game today, obviously Buffalo 7-0 down to the Denver Broncos. That was a quick start from Bo Nix, and I looked at my wife and I said, watch, Buffalo's going to come back and not let Denver score again. And sure enough, that was exactly what happened. It was kind of sad. I really thought that Denver had the defense to keep Josh Allen at bay. Not the case. And of course, in the AFC, you're going to get the Patrick Mahomes versus CJ Stroud matchup, and then you're going to get Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson. Those are set. It's the NFC's time to shine, though, Josh. Today, 2 more games. Obviously, you get Bucks and Commanders tonight. Tomorrow, Rams and Vikings from Arizona, which is pretty wild, but that's happening due to the wildfires in L.A., and we went to commercial break, so we still have another 5 minutes or so. It's taking a long time. Long time to kick this.
We're getting
Gosh, I'm nervous.
We're almost there, and we're 5 likes away from 500. So if anybody wants to drop a like real quick,
5 likes,
we've almost made it. I'm fighting with family members to get off the stream because I've been kicked off twice now. So
oh my gosh, get them off. What are we doing?
Have this happen
What
during
are we
the
doing?
stream.
Can you imagine?
For some reason, yeah, don't need double streams going on right now. We share it with multiple family members, but come on, get off the stream.
I know. I had to do that every week during the start of the season. Then I finally told people, right, YouTube TV only lets us have so many. So make sure that we focus in on the important people. My mother, my wife, myself. Those are the 3 people who are streaming on ours right now.
Yes.
So shout out to my mom, who's as diehard of an Eagles fan as they come. And hopefully we live to fight another week, Mom. That is the goal right now. So we shall see. A couple of super chats we missed earlier. A lot of people saying where they're watching from. I saw people who are in Melbourne, Australia, JJ Lytra, Costa Rica. I saw Guadalajara, Mexico, Seattle, Australia. We got a lot of people rolling in and out as they are rolling the flag, the full field flag. You love to see that across the field, and going to do a little national anthem and get going. 2,000 people in the chat. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. As we're almost ready. We're nervous. We're almost ready to go.
Delirium with a 5 also. Appreciate that. Says, calling it now. Cooper DeJean pick 6 off a tip drill. Book it.
Can you imagine?
That would be place rocking.
Something special. That would be something very fun and very special. Man.
Hannah with a 5 also. Appreciate that, Hannah. Says, I believe Jalen will start the game with quarterback runs to get the Packers and the world knowing I'm good, don't test me.
Yeah, obviously we heard earlier this week from Adam Schefter that there's no limitations in terms of Jalen Hurts' brotherly shoving or running. I mean, he's had multiple weeks to get ready for this concussion protocol or get cleared from concussion protocol. So running is not going to be an issue. Not going to be an issue.
Yeah, should be fine.
Little saxophone national anthem. Getting a shot at Saquon Barkley right now. I think we're already synced up because we're both watching. We're not using Sunday Ticket today. So
there we go.
I think we are good to go, which is nice.
I will say I'm always nervous for whoever's doing the national anthem whenever it's being sang because I've seen way too many where people butcher it. So you can't. I mean, you can go wrong, but it feels like much more difficult to be playing a musical instrument and not sing it. So
sounds good.
Good for saxophone this guy. He's rocking it so far.
Sounds really good. Don't know if we'll get a flyby or not. That'll be something to keep an eye on. Eagles, obviously, green jerseys, white pants today. They kind of, the whole let's hunt, obviously is the playoff motto, I guess you could say, the playoff tagline this year. And they kind of teased the black look. I thought potentially we're going to get black jerseys or something, as there's the eagle flying, which is always fun to see the bald eagle flying around the link, especially when you're in person. But they're going to go with the green jerseys, green helmets, and white pants. A classic look versus the Packers' white jerseys, white pants, and those cheese yellow helmets. So, oh man, sorry, yellow
there.
Pants. I know. There's the eagle has landed.
Let's go, baby. Swoop.
Oh man. All right, here we go. I want that guy's jacket. Says K2S1. Yeah, that's that pretty sick throwback Kelly Green jacket. That looks great. All right,
Heck yeah.
There is the national anthem. That sounded great. All right. They gonna go to commercial break, or are they gonna kick it? That is the question. Let's see what they're gonna do here.
See where they're going. I'm trying to see if I had anything on Twitter too, like
who won the toss. They probably haven't done the coin toss yet, would be my guess.
True. Sometimes it's amazing how delayed like the broadcast is versus the tweets.
I know.
But
I know. Oh, man.
Let's see. Got another from Hannah. Appreciate that, too. Says, nickname for Eagles hater Rex Ryan Clown Teeth.
Did he pick against us today? I know, he picked against Houston and looked like an idiot doing that.
Yeah,
and then
looked like an absolute idiot.
I bet he picked against us. He doesn't feel like
I
an
would
Eagles guy.
feel like, yeah.
Even though his father, it doesn't seem to be the case.
I mean, based on the comment, too, of him saying, like, oh, yeah, there's no way that the Eagles could win this thing. The only way is if the Eagles get the running game going with the quarterback, with Jalen Hurts. I'm like, come on, man. Like, yeah, it helps. But if you think that the Eagles, that's the only way for the Eagles to win, you haven't been watching games, because we've seen the Eagles win with Saquon running the football, with Jalen throwing the football, the defense just playing lights out. Like, when it's complimentary football, it's over. But they've won in so many different ways. I'm like, it's just the national media just, getting the little snippets, right? Seeing some things, buying into the stereotypes of, well, this is what the Eagles are, and just move on. But
first touchdown scorer, let us know in the chat who you guys think.
There you go.
I'm either A.J. Brown or Saquon Barkley for me, first touchdown scorer. But let me know what you guys think down below. I think it would be through the air would be our first touchdown score. I think a Saquon run would happen later on. I'm going to go through the air. I think A.J. Brown.
Okay. I said Saquon.
Maybe Goddard. Okay, you said Saquon. Maybe Goddard.
I did say Saquon, but I mean that's the incredibly chalky play.
Yeah, well,
could also say Jalen Hurts, of course, but that's the
brotherly shove.
The given for the brotherly shove.
Could
Bob
happen.
Paul with a 2 says, "Be watching this live stream to the Super Bowl." Heck yeah! Well, unfortunately, the stream will have to end even after the Eagles win today, but we'll continue to have these streams.
Of course,
we'll just run this along all the way until
Super Bowl joint live stream would be very fun.
Woo,
very
man, could you
fun.
imagine?
Josh's channel did not exist whenever we had the last Super Bowl, so it'd be nice to be able to do this together, and that would be an even more nerve-wracking stream than I already am. It's just a wild card round, but goodness gracious, that would be. I
don't think I could sit. Quite honestly,
I don't know.
Thinking about it, I might have to get like a stand-up desk just to stand and kind of like pace and walk around, because I don't know if I could
make it
sit.
easier. Someone says Storm 7 says Dotson first TD watch. I do think that Jahan Dotson plays some sort of role today. I don't know if it's one catch, when you need it on a third down, or if he actually has a decent day. But I'm hoping that Giant game where he was wide receiver 1 at 9 catches and really balled out, with Tanner McKee, could maybe light a little fire and make him more of a factor in today's game. It'd be wild if you have Smitty, AJ, and Dotson going crazy. But we said that almost every single week for the past, 13 or 14 weeks, and it's never happened. So
we have
not getting my hopes up, but it would be nice.
Anthony DeBona, by the way, he was sharing a couple different stats of like the Jalen, Goddard, Smitty, and AJ whenever they play a game together, that the Eagles are, I believe, 5-0 whenever they're all in there. And then whenever Jalen Hurts, DeVonta Smith, and A.J. Brown play a game and finish, they have to finish the game. But when they do that, I think that it's 9-0. So
there you go.
Just the good omen for that, hopefully.
All right, here we go. 38 degrees, winds 6 miles per hour through feels like 34 field side, and Jake Elliott will be kicking this one off. Eagles have won the toss. They have deferred to the second half. Birds, green jerseys, green helmets, white pants. Packers getting ready to receive white jerseys, yellow pants, yellow helmets. It'll be Jordan Love up first. And Josh, we get our wish of Jake Elliott kicking this football, hopefully into the back of the end zone. He runs up to the ball at the 35, right foot on it. This one angling right, and is going to be returnable from 2 yards deep to the 20, 25, 30, and it popped down. The football's out.
He fumbled.
He got it back, though. Oh, no, did the Eagles get it? Did the Eagles get it?
On.
The ball's out
Come on.
now. They're looking at it. Philly thinks they have it.
I think they might have gotten
it. Got back on it.
I think we might have gotten it.
It's a big pile. Birds think they have it. They think they have it. We're waiting for it. Here comes the second bird football.
Let's go!
Oh, what a start.
The best one.
Oh, my gosh. They're still fighting for it in the pile. This ball came out on a big hit at 25. Oren Burks. Oh, yeah, very clearly a fumble. Wow. Boy, he got on it first, too, and I think Oren Burks ripped it back out.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, you talk about like a picture-perfect form, because I know there's some helmet there, but that's Keyshawn Nixon lowering his helmet there. That's Oren Burks. Perfect form, wrap up, fumble, and I don't know how they got that. You're right, Thomas. Like that looked like it should have been Packers ball, but let's go.
Somebody ripped it out. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. was at the bottom of that pile fighting for it, but the Packer returner clearly has it on one camera shot, but they're not going to be able to overturn this because they ruled it a fumble recovered by Philadelphia on the field and out-trots Jalen Hurts and the Bird offense unexpectedly for the first snap of this football game. Holy cow. Yeah, that should have been Packer ball. I don't know how they got that out of there. It
Oh,
is
they're gonna
Eagle
review
football,
it?
but they are going to review it. Yeah, this is tough, Josh, because you got to have a clear shot of him having it, and it seems like they do. So hold on to your horses here. It might still be Packer football.
Whew.
Jeez, talk about excitement. Oren Burks, though, he had the fumble a couple of weeks ago. This is a massive hit by Oren Burks.
Yeah.
And we talk about how big and physical he is. He is a specimen of a human being at the linebacker spot. And when he comes flying at you on kick coverage, that's a freight train hitting you. But yeah, right there, you see the Packer player has clear possession. If I was a Packer fan, I'd be furious. This is not Packer football.
When they're reviewing it, I guess, but like, so Coop dives in afterwards. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. had a bit of a hand in there, but then Coop dives in, and I don't know if it was DeJean who came up with it or who that was, but I mean, ultimately they were able to rip it from him.
Remember, they call it Eagle football on the field, and so you got to have indisputable video evidence. They might just confirm this because they don't think they have a good enough angle, right? That's the important part of the actual signal made by the referee. It stands.
I saw it on Twitter. I'm sorry, but it's call stands.
No way. Here we
Let's go.
That is going to be unbelievable. After review.
Come
on.
on.
Stand. Wow.
Drop a like. We're almost to 1,000 likes already. Like button. Eagles turnover. They get the football.
Oh, my goodness. I am shocked that they did, but we will take it as Oren Burks gets a high five from Jeremiah Trotter Jr. on the sideline, and that is the 23rd forced fumble, most in the National Football League by this Bird defense. And now Jalen Hurts and the Eagle offense would not have expected this, Josh, but a first down in Packer territory at the 27-yard line and a chance to go up 7-0 very quickly here. Here we go. Ball to 27. Birds moving right to left. First snap of the football game. 14:53 to go in the wild card round. Pistol formation. Jalen, left foot in front of the right. Motion Smitty across the formation. Takes the snap. Turn give Barkley. Barkley going left side. Cuts up the field. Nice chance. Wolf take by Barkley. He breaks the tackle to 20. There goes Barkley to 15. He's still turning down to the 12. And there is Saquon Barkley with a 15-yard run to open things up. How about that?
Oh, my gosh. Yes, this is a picture-perfect start. You're going to hand it off to Saquon. Just keep it rolling. Breaking tackles, the fresh legs. Everybody talked about it. Should he have played Week 18? This is what you're going to see right here. Difference maker for Saquon being fresh.
Spin cycle on the Packer cornerback there. That's a big gainer. First down, Philadelphia, all the way at the 12. They slow things down. They bring in an extra tight end, it looks like, Grant Calcaterra, and a fullback in an offset I formation. A.J. Brown, the lone wide receiver, bottom of the formation. Hurts under center. 4 on the play clock, takes the snap. Turn, give Barkley. Barkley going left side up the middle, and he's met immediately and gets about a yard. That's a good stop there by the Green Bay defensive line. And Saquon has 2 carries on the first 2 touches of the football game, be second down and 9.
Yeah, just stick with it. You want to see that? Packers have been good against the run, so a little bit of surprise for that big of a first run, but man, this could be huge here. Get a score, go up quick.
Second and 9. 19 on the play clock, 18, 17, 16. Birds go shotgun. They got 4 wide receivers. 3 of them are all at the top of the formation. Smitty now comes in motion. Barkley, the running back, to the right of Hurts in the gun from the 11. Hurts will throw. First one of the day. Clean pocket. Now he steps up. A lot of time. Still waiting. Now fires end zone. That's been caught. Touchdown. It's Jahan Dotson.
Look at who it is.
Birds.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness, there he is.
What? Who? Hang on.
Wow.
You got to be kidding me. Jahan Dotson. Jalen had all day. I mean, shout out to the O-line because Jalen has all day. You could think he gets a little bit antsy in the pocket, but he didn't really need to. Still buys some time looking downfield. And then there's Jahan Dotson wide open back at the end zone. How about that? When did we see a Jahan Dotson catch for one, but a touchdown? Are you kidding me?
This is unbelievable. A 12-yard touchdown catch. Dotson breaks free. He's wide open in the back of the end zone. Catches that football right on top of the E in Eagles spelled out there. Here comes Jake Elliott. Snap, hold, kick up, and good. And Philadelphia with a very, very good 7-0 start. Josh, that felt like years ago on Monday night when it was like touchdown 7 from Michael Vick to Jason Avant, where he sat back in the pocket for about 10 hours and then finally threw a touchdown. Boy, great blocking by the Eagles offensive line. What a start, baby. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm feeling a whole lot better. I know it's very early on and you got to keep this thing rolling, but you're right. You see that? Being able to capitalize like that, Jalen too, the confidence builder. I know it's only one throw, but A throw there. Dotson get the touchdown. Heck yeah. Congrats to those that did say Jahan Dotson, by the way. So if the Eagles win, then be giving away those tickets to next round's game. Hannah with a 2 said rushing touchdown Jalen Hurts first or Dallas Goedert. This was a super chat earlier, but close, not so much. It was Jalen and Jahan Dotson, but appreciate you playing. And then Jason Blessing with a 5. This was also earlier, but just getting to it. Said, I bet Thomas listens to classic. I don't know what this is. I mean, it's a super chat. There's not any like.
What does it say?
I bet Thomas listens to classical music when he poops, and Josh listens to Mumford and Sons. Love you, boys. Go Birds. I don't know what that is even at all referring to.
No idea.
That whole thing came from, but Jason, we appreciate it, man.
Okay, whatever. I'm too focused on this game.
Everybody's feeling good.
Josh? Yeah, we're feeling good. What this does, though, and my mother just texted me, momentum, one word. Now the crowd really locks in. The crowd was going to be locked in if the Packers fielded that kickoff cleanly and they have a 1st and 10 on the opening drive. Now with a 7-0 hole, we talked about getting a lead in the pregame. All Philadelphia needed to do was get a lead and let those pass rushers start to eat. It's a small lead. It's just 1 score, but a real chance here for the crowd to get into it as well. Holy cow, what a start. I can't not believe we got that fumble. I cannot believe we got that fumble. That was unbelievable.
No.
Unbelievable.
Almost 3,000 people between the streams, by the way. Appreciate you guys. We're almost to 1,000 likes already. I mean, usually it takes a little bit longer, but you get some big plays like that. Drop a like. Yeah. John M. with the 5 saying Jalen is so rusty. I mean, it's 1 throw, but you love what you saw there. Pinpoint accuracy, dots in the back. Hannah also with the 2 said, what rust? That's how you set the tone. And John Newkirk with the 10 bomb says, Dotson sighting, what a start. Let's go Eagles.
Oh, boy. Yep. And Jalen, like you said, very calm in the pocket. He might have bailed even last year, right? There are times when Jalen Hurts doesn't feel confident in what is a clean pocket and rolls out of it when he could have stayed longer. And that time he stayed in the pocket and just trusted that some receiver was going to open up and be okay. And eventually that was exactly the case.
Man, it's crazy.
Now you wonder if the Packer... It's a good start. I'm wondering if the Packer returner is actually going to return this one as Jake Elliott prepares for kickoff number 2 in a span of about 1.5 game actual minutes, which is pretty crazy here. It feels like we're about to kick the game off all over again. The Birds got a 7-0 start. Elliott, right foot on the football. This one angled right. They're kicking it to the same guy, and this is going to have to be returnable. Let's see what he's got from the 10, 15, 20. Angles back to the left side, 25. Gets hit, backed up now, and another big tackle. Guess who? Kenny Gainwell. Drug down to 22. There is a flag. I think we're getting a block in the back here, and I think this is going to back the Packers up even more, which could be great.
I think you're right.
It is going to be on Green Bay. So Philadelphia is going to further back them up. It's going to be even worse starting field position for the Packers. Here we go. I think they had a block in the back. I want to say it was on Jeremiah Trotter Jr., but I couldn't exactly see. We're still waiting for Brad Allen here to give us the call. Nope, they're going to get a hold on the defense, okay? Both work, 10-yard penalty, and that'll put the ball at right about the 13-yard line for the first official snap of Jordan Love's day at Lincoln Financial Field.
Come on. Christian with the 2 said this is how you set the tone. Appreciate that, Christian. Thomas, you called it too, by the way. I mean, the Kenny Gainwell tackle there, I literally thought for a second that was like a Nakobe Dean tackle. The form and everything, the way he broke it down. So kudos to Kenny.
How about that? All right, well, Packers start their first actual snap after supposedly winning the coin toss, down 7-0, 13-13 in this game in the first quarter. Ball at the 14-yard line of Green Bay, moving left to right. Shotgun for Love, Jacobs to his right. Slows things down,
Bond's
makes
gonna blitz.
a check at the line. Birds got 5, all stacked up on the defensive line. It's a first down pass. Love stands in a clean pocket, looks, fires across the middle. Airmail, almost picked. Oh, my goodness. C.J. Gardner-Johnson on the tip had a chance at it. His body was moving the wrong way, and Jordan Love airmails his first throw of the day. Woo, that was dangerous.
Oh, you're right. I mean, that's a dangerous throw regardless because Dean's right there tracking in front and C.J. the ball hawk behind. Man, I mean, like another foot, and that's an interception from C.J.
Boy, the floodgates would have opened if that one would have actually
What's the play clock
into the
for you?
arms
Maybe
of
like
Gardner-Johnson. 12, 11,
Okay, I'll pause
10,
just a split second.
9. 2nd and 10. Crowd is rocking from the 13. Love in the gun. Jacobs to his left. Play number 2 of the Packers postseason. Takes the snap. Play action. Nope, they're going to give it to Jacobs at the middle. Tackled immediately by Nolan Smith.
Yes, sir.
Maybe got a yard. It'll be 3rd down and a very quick 9 for the Green Bay offense.
Man, Nolan Smith, so much of a stride from the beginning of this season till now. Not even the same player at all as a lot of these guys, but this defense, night and day difference, big third down.
No Christian Watson today. Romeo Dobbs is going to be a big focus on Tavian Wicks. Obviously at the top, working on Quinyon Mitchell. 5 wide receivers right now. They spread them all out. Love alone in the shotgun. 8 on the play clock. 3rd down and 8 from the Packer 14 into 7-0 hole. Takes a snap, 4-man pressure. Love, clean pocket. Now he's going to get hit. He's going to get out of the first sack. Now rolls to his left. Stops, throws deep left side, and that's going to be incomplete. He airmailed it. No one even close. And a very quick 3-and-out for one of the best defenses in the National Football League. Milton Williams nearly had a sack there, Josh.
Man, you call it right. Milton Williams has been phenomenal. Limited snaps, but is actually based on pressure percentage. Yeah, again, it's a limited sample size, not compared to guys who are playing all the time, but leads the NFL in pressure rate. So you see it there, force Jordan Love out of the pocket, just going to get rid of it. Fight another day, 4th and 8, big time.
Great start for the Bird defense after the electric start by Philadelphia's offense. Daniel Wellen is in as the Packer punter. He'll kick this one from his own 1-yard line. Snap at the first with 1 second left. Gets it away right side. This one is end over end and pretty good. DeJean fair catch and then hit. Did he? I guess he didn't call for fair catch there, and he's hit at the 40 and dropped immediately, but he's okay. 3-and-out. We go to commercial break, and back out will come the Bird offense fresh off their first touchdown of the afternoon.
Picture perfect start so far. Couldn't really ask for much different. Jason with a 5 also following up from that comment earlier said, wanted to break the tension and make you laugh. Go Birds, best content on YouTube. So thank you, Jason.
Yeah, well, we appreciate it. There's a lot of there's a lot of tension. Let me tell you, there is a lot of tension. Holy
I really
cow.
can't sit still. I mean, this is just like, golly, like what a great start. Opportunity here. Make him pay. We're 39 likes away from 1,000, by the way. So we're almost there.
It's a record.
Just make it happen. Let's go. Hit that sub button if you haven't already. Well on our way.
Oh, man. All right. We are waiting to come back from commercial break and waiting to see what the Eagle offense can do. I mean, this time they're going to still have pretty good field position. Field position already dramatically shifting in Philadelphia's direction, obviously with the fumble and then now with the punt, only getting the football to about the Eagle 40, but a very quick touchdown drive here. Any sort of points, Josh, can further demoralize a Packer offense that is a little blindsided by what's happening early on in this football game. That first throw by Jordan Love was a nervy throw. I mean, he airmailed Dontavian Wicks, who is not a short wide receiver. No, you're right. That was like we said, very, very easily could have been picked off. So not a good decision, not a good throw either. Joel here saying, very boring wild card weekend. Let's continue that. In the sense of boring, seriously, like just blow them out? Absolutely. Yes, we're all for that. Absolutely. Could not agree more. Yeah, I want this as blowouty as humanly possible is the preferred term here. That way we don't have to worry about the fourth quarter. Just be done. We can all relax, celebrate, have a good time. Long way to go, but man, you get up 14-0. You know, remember, this is the opposite of the Packers or how they did in Brazil, because they got the turnover quickly, had a great opportunity. The defense held them to a field goal, and then they got another opportunity. They got stopped for a field goal. So it was 6-0. It should have been 14-0 Packers. If the Eagles go down to score and we're looking at 14-0, I mean, you know, the strength of the Packers team, and you and I talked about it multiple times, especially on the Wednesday link, you make it one-dimensional. Like they are good in their passing game because they can go off play action. If you say, hey, Jordan Love, you got to drop back and throw it 40 times, that's not really boding well. All right, back to Lincoln Financial Field. Commercial break is over. 12:09 to go first quarter. Philadelphia officially will be starting drive number 2 from the 35-yard line. So DeJean backed up a little bit to get his fair catch, or not his fair catch, and got hit immediately. And so that is the Birds' first opening drive touchdown in what feels like a very long time with Jalen Hurts at quarterback. Here comes drive number 2. Moving right to left, shotgun, Barkley to Jalen's left. Here we go. Motion DeVonta Smith across the formation. Hurts calls for the football, and he's going to turn give Barkley, who stutter steps and goes forward for a gain of 3 to be 2nd down and 7. Seeing a little bit more motion here, Josh. We saw a lot of that with the week 1 opener down in Brazil. They've slowed things down a little bit with pre-snap motion, but so far in this game, DeVonta Smith is running across the line every single time. The Birds are going to go hurry up here. 2nd and 7 from the 37. Hurts in the gun, Barkley to his left, takes the snap, play action, he's going to throw again, steps up, looks left, throws left, that's going to be caught, diving across the line to gain is A.J. Brown, Valentine in coverage thinks he dropped it. Hurts kind of put that one outside to protect AJ, and he'll check out of the game for a quick breather, but it looks like he's going to have it for a first down. The answer is yes. That's a catch.
That's an insane
and they go
catch.
Hurry up. Quick run to Barkley, who gets tripped up across the 50. He might have gotten to midfield, I believe, for a gain of 3. It'd be second down and 7.
I like the tempo, keep them on their heels also just in case they're going to review it for a non-catch there, but that was insane hands shown by AJ.
Well done here as we get a look at the Packer defense. Rashawn Gary, their lone Pro Bowler on that front 4. And obviously, Xavier McKinney and Javon Bollier, the 2 safeties, also getting the Pro Bowl nod. Ball back at the Eagle, 49, so they only got 1 yard there. I thought he fell forward for a lot more. Second down and 9 right now with 7 on the play clock. Hurts in the gun, Barkley to his right. Dallas Goedert is back in the football game, bottom of the formation. Hurts takes a snap, he'll throw. Looking left, now throws left. That's going to be caught. It's Grant Calcaterra, and he's out of bounds for about 4 with a little toe tap catch on the Eagles sideline. It'll be third down, Philadelphia.
It's a good catch there. Jalen, if he hadn't been thrown off his back foot, it wouldn't have been near as difficult of a catch as Calcaterra gets both feet in clearly. So 3rd and 5, it still would have been third down, but maybe more like a 3rd and 2. You'll still take it.
3rd and 5. Yeah, I had mentioned that it was Goddard in. No, it was Calcaterra, obviously, with the catch. He's in again. No Dallas Goedert right now so far in this game. 3rd and 5. Barkley motioning orbit outside to the right. Hurts takes the snap. Looks right, throws right, screen. Caught by Barkley. Really long way to go, and he's not going to get it. They are way short. That is an interesting play call on 3rd and 5. Not blocked well, and Philadelphia has a decision now. 4th and 5 at right about midfield.
Yeah, Thomas, you called it. For a lot of teams, screen passes work. I still don't know, even in this offensive era, when screen plays do work for us. If you have a thought of maybe you're going to go for it if you pick up 4 yards, why don't you just maybe run the football or do something differently?
4th and 5, and they do bring the punt unit out, so we'll get our first look at Braden Mann. I hate that play call. It feels like that kind of took a little air out of the Eagles Stadium when they were already rocking, but a chance to pin the Packers back deep. One of the best men to do it in the NFL is Braden Mann. Gets us off the right foot. Let's see how his 9-iron looks today, and that's going to take a bounce and go in the end zone. So not a great final 2 plays there when it comes to the 3rd down call and the 4th down punt. And so the ball will be obviously moved out of the end zone, and a good chance for the Packers to maybe get things going on offense here as we go to commercial break.
Man. Yeah, a little missed opportunity. Feel like they could have gotten that first down.
What are you going to do?
I mean, that's the beauty of the Eagles offense, because we all know this, but it's like if it's 3rd and 5, you literally have 2 plays. In a sense, you have 2 plays to pick up 5 yards. Because if you get it to a yard, Sirianni's going to go for it. You're going to do the brotherly shove. I would have just, hindsight's 20/20, but still, just run the football with Saquon there. You pick up 3 yards, maybe 4 anyway, and then all of a sudden you just go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. That was very underwhelming, I would say. But what are you going to do?
Still up 7-0. We like it.
Yeah. We'll
Vibes are good.
Lead.
Feeling all right.
Appreciate the 3,061 people who are watching with us right now. We appreciate you guys that are hanging. Pretty good numbers there. Jason McMillan with a 5. We convert that 3rd down. If Tanner, was in the game. QB1 limits play calling ability, reducing the options. All right, well, that didn't take long for Jalen Hurts, who's thrown a touchdown earlier in this game, Josh, to get ripped.
Oh, my.
So, appreciate that, Jason. It's early. It's very early.
We're barely into the game.
Very early.
Okay.
But what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
I suppose so. I know we're going to get hate, off and on. I just expected that it might be a little bit later in the game if Hurts were to actually legit struggle.
I guess.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? Still on commercial break, waiting to come back. One of the Packers are going to try to run the football a little bit more. They threw it on 2 of their 3 opening plays there on their first official drive, and didn't look good throwing it. No completion so far for Jordan Love, and only 1 carry for about a yard for Josh Jacobs. So hopefully the Bird defense continues to do what they've been doing. That was a big difference in a lot of games for Philadelphia, really the week 1. But Bird defense can struggle a little bit early on and then really clamp down. You think the Ravens, they started out hot and then got very cold, but it'd be nice if we just started hot and stayed hot the entire game.
Yep. No one's going to knock that Fine with that. VV with 2 also was saying, guys, we are still in the scripted plays. Chill.
Definitely
I
still
think
are.
that's for the perhaps criticism of not getting a third down or just where they're at.
It's true. Very true. All right, back from commercial break. Get a shot at Matt LaFleur on the sideline. He's in his 6th season, been in the playoffs 5 of the 6 years, and hoping to send him to Cancun a little early this year. But ball to 20, Jordan Love's second drive. Left to right on your screen, or my screen, I guess. Love has started 0 for 2. In the gun, he's got 2 running backs next to him. Jacobs going to take this run up the middle, and he's going nowhere. Immediately brought down. There's Nakobe Dean back from injury. Haven't seen him in a couple of weeks, and he makes his first tackle, and it brings up second down and about 8.
Yeah, Thomas, this is the one difference from Nakobe Dean. I mean, he's been good really even since the very start of the season, but gotten better and better as the season's gone on. He hit the hole before Josh Jacobs did, and then guess who was there to make sure there's no more room? Jordan Davis, not talked about a whole lot because you got other guys making noise with the sacks, but run defense has been much, much better, and JD is a huge reason why.
We have an injured Packer offensive lineman, and Elton Jenkins, who is very good. He's their left guard, number 74, and he took a right arm shot there from Nolan Smith's helmet, and he's been holding that ever since. That did not look good, and so
yikes.
Potential loss for the Green Bay Packers. Big time wincing on that right shoulder. I'll see what happens with him now gingerly walking off the field. I wonder if his shoulder got popped out of place. He is holding that thing dangling on the right side of his body. Okay, well, that doesn't look good. And as Brady is saying, he's right. This is their best offensive lineman overall, and someone that now will probably see their backup will see a lot of Milton Williams and a lot of Jalen Carter and a lot of stunts, I would bet, from that Eagle defensive line. So he gets off the football field. They bring in the backup, and second down and 8 from the 22-yard line. Packers in a 7-0 hole. Love has yet to complete a football pass. In the gun, Jacobs to his right. Motion Reed across the formation. Now takes the snap. Love looking across the middle. Fires, caught. There's his first completion, and that is going to be Romeo Doubs right in front of Quinyon Mitchell, but only for a gain of about 5, as Romeo Doubs wears one of those protective caps on top of the helmets. Easy to spot, along with his number 87, and that's the first completion of the day for Jordan Love. Only good for about 6 to be third down and 2.
See what Vic Fangio dials up here. He's blitzed a little bit more later in the season. Does he send a blitz? You draw back.
3rd and 2, 8:20 to go here, first quarter. Philadelphia only has 4 up at the line right now. Third best third down defense in the National Football League. Love and the Packers in the gun. Jacobs to his left. 4 on the play clock from the 26. Takes the snap, he'll throw. 4-man pressure, looks left, throws left, wide open, caught. And there's our first look. I believe it's Luke Musgrave. No, sorry, Tucker Kraft with the catch there. And there's the first down and the first really nice completion by Jordan Love. He'll now be 2 for 4 officially on the day, and that'll move the chains for Green Bay.
Yeah, that's the easiest completion so far. Love drops back, plenty of time. Just kind of allow Kraft to get the marker and then push him out of bounds by Darius Slay. Not much resistance.
1st and 10 now, 7:43 moving clock. Ball all the way up at the 38-yard line of the Green Bay Packers. Love in the gun with a 4-man front for Philadelphia. Jacobs has 2 carries. They haven't gone for very much. He's standing to the left of Love. This will be another run to Jacobs. Tries to go left side, and he gets a little bit more. Not a lot of room there. Maybe got 3. Tackled again by Nakobe Dean. Cooper DeJean, who only played 1 snap in the Week 1 opener, also in on the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Nakobe said before the game he's looking forward to playing Josh Jacobs again. He enjoyed it in Brazil, the physicality showing up so far.
Looks like they gave him 4. They put the ball in between the 41 and the 42. So 2nd down and 6 is officially the number right now. The Packers are starting to get things rolling a little bit here on offense. Love under center. Jacobs the lone setback. They're going to go toss right to Jacobs. Bobbles the football and then hit in the backfield. He's going nowhere. He might have gotten a yard, but in came Reed Blankenship and Nolan Smith. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, that could have been a loss there. I think Dean got the first shot at him and couldn't bring him down.
Yeah, I think you're right, Thomas. He did have a chance. Still limited, you're forcing another 3rd down. It's going to be what, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3?
3rd and 3 officially, yeah.
Opportunity.
All right, no chance for the Bird defense to get off the football field here. Green Bay 1 for 2 on 3rd down so far today. This one, their shortest of the day. 3rd and 3, 6:19 to go here, opening quarter, 7-0 Philadelphia. Ball officially at the Packer 45. Birds not showing any pressure. Pretty confident and comfortable to just rush 4. Love will throw. Pressure coming from Nolan Smith.
Look,
He's going to
let's
hit sack
go!
Nolan Smith all the
Come
way back
on!
at the 30. There's his first sack of his playoff life, and that is a big one to get the Bird defense off the football field.
Yes! You know there's no one I'm more excited about to get a sack on this team, but Nolan Smith, the speed. Jordan Love is an idiot to think that he can outrun him. You get that 4.3 speed from Nolan Smith, and man, to bring him down. You thought he might try to get rid of this here, but he's obviously getting brought down quicker and not able to get rid of it. That is the mismatch with the injury especially. You keep an eye there big time.
That was crazy. He went right through the right tackle as the punt is officially underway. Punt number 2 so far, and this one's a good one. DeJean backpedals to the 19. He's going to run, though. DeJean to the 20, 25, 30, and then thrown out of bounds right at the 30. And so back out will come Jalen Hurts and the Bird offense for drive 3. But that was Nolan Smith's closing speed. I don't think Jordan Love had any idea that Smith was that close to him, and a great tackle diving at the legs. And the Bird defense has started hot and stayed hot here through the first 2 possessions for Green Bay.
Oh, let's go. This is big time, baby. It feels nice to have like we've said this before, this is a really, really good football team, obviously, but to have this level of a defense, it's the difference maker between you look at 2022, you look at 2017. Those defenses were not like this one.
Nope.
And heck yeah, I mean, look at Dylan, Nolan chose violence. Kristen, Nolan's a dog, love him. Come on. This is drastically different, too, obviously, because, we were doing the stream for the Brazil game. The Nolan Smith comments were not like this in week 1.
Very true.
Different.
Yeah, he was basically non-existent. I mean, basically non-existent. Yep. It's crazy how much he has improved over the course of the past 17, 18 weeks. So now, though, the Bird offense, right? The Eagle offense has been gifted the 7-0 lead, right? Because they shouldn't have gotten the fumble, and yet they did get the fumble, and then they score. Now is when you capitalize and put the Packers down 2 scores, right? You go right down the field here, 14-0. You don't play with your food today. This is not the time to let Green Bay stick around and rely on the defense. The offense needs to go for the kill shot early and make this thing a 2-score game very, very quickly.
Totally agree. They're on their heels. You can feel it. You can sense it. We've seen a number of games, especially I guess we think about a playoff game where you blow out an NFC North opponent. I mean, would be a great start right here. Just go down, get up 14-0.
Would be nice.
Back on their heels.
Would be nice.
Hannah with the 2, by the way, appreciate that. Says that sack was for those who thought Nolan was bad. All right. There's less and less people that think that now. There were a lot early in the season. Totally understand. She had to, preach patience just a little bit. He only had, like an average of, I think, 5 snaps, 6 snaps a game last year. I mean, it's hard to make any sort of difference when you're not getting on the field.
Very true. Very true. They come back from commercial break here, giving us a look at Saquon Barkley's running abilities and the Eagles' offensive line, which has been pretty good so far, and limited touches here, obviously. But now we get drive number 3.
Come on.
Oh, man. Here we go. All right. Football officially at the 30-yard line. Worst starting field position of the day so far for Philadelphia. Still 5:19 to go in a very slow first quarter. Birds up 7-0. Hurts in the gun. Dallas Goedert in the game, bottom of the formation, tucked right next to A.J. Brown. Hurts calls for the football. He's going to give it. Barkley left side. Patiently gets around the edge. There goes Saquon Barkley to the 40. Saquon Barkley to the 45.
Go!
Still going to the 47-yard line. And there's a big run from Saquon, his longest of the day. That one good for 15, maybe 16 and a half.
It's what you always think. It's Saquon, sometimes it's these runs for 2 yards, 3 yards, but it's setting up those game breakers, and it's just the difference maker, the patience to follow the block, incredible lead blocking from Cam Jurgens there. And I mean, man, he was so close. He breaks that one tackle there. He's gone.
Yep, he's probably gone. Ball all the way up to the 47-yard line. That one good for 17 officially. They're going to do another run. Jalen's going to keep this one, though, on the read option. He's got a blocker in front of him. Jalen Hurts.
Go, baby.
He's got a first down and more and slides safely into Packer territory at the 37-yard line. Wow, that was kind of a slow-developing RPO there, Josh, and Jalen decided to finally take it himself. And he really showed off the legs there and ran past a couple of defenders for more than 15.
Looking fresh out there. You're right. I mean, I thought he was going to slide about 10 yards shorter than what he kept going, but I think it surprised the Packers defense as well.
Hurts has started 4 for 4 for 25 yards and a passing touchdown. That's his first run of the day. Good officially for 16. Ball at the 37-yard line of the Green Bay Packers. Birds running the ball well here on drive number 3. Hurts in the gun, Barkley to his right. Takes the snap. He's going to give it to Barkley. Left side with a blocker in front and dives across the 35. A lot of running for about 5 yards. Be second down and probably 5 unless they move him back for 2nd and 6.
There we go. Keep it going. A couple super chats here that came in. Bazzino with the 5. Couldn't ask for a better start so far. Go Birds. So far, so good. Keep it rolling. 2 from Hannah said, by the way, listening to Brady, he's a total Eagles fan.
He definitely is.
Been a little bit of a fan there. And then Dino with the 20 bomb. I don't see a comment. We appreciate the support.
Appreciate that.
Thank you for that.
Heck yeah. They only gave him 3 there. I thought he got a little more. I moved the ball back to the 35-yard line. Kenny Gainwell is checked in officially. 2nd and 7. Hurts calls for the football. Play action. Looks right. Throws right. That's going to be caught on a screen for Goddard. There's his first touch of the postseason. And he gets about 3. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Right about the Packer 30. And so, obviously, likely 4-down territory here, Josh. We talked about getting Jake Elliott some rhythm. They're in, obviously, field goal range, but they're going to go hurry up on a 3rd and 3 and hope they don't have to kick it. From the 30-yard line of the Green Bay Packers. Birds averaging 7.1 yards per play here in their first 3 drives. 2:44 to go here opening quarter. Hurts in the gun. All 3 receivers top of the formation. Goddard alone at the bottom. Gainwell's the lone running back. He's going to take it on 3rd and 3, and he has the first down and a little bit more still going.
Yes, sir.
Down to the 25-yard line, and there's a good first opening carry for Kenny Gainwell's 2024 postseason first down Philadelphia.
Surprised you didn't take your anytime of the Kenny Gainwell yardage.
I have it in another one.
Okay,
I have it in another one. Don't worry.
I know it's there. Okay, I should have known.
There. I looked for a Dotson play, and there was only a touchdown, and I said he won't score a touchdown today, and, you lose money. So
that's whenever it happens.
That was first down number 6 early here for the Birds at the 25-yard line of Green Bay. Pistol formation with Gainwell. He's going to get this carry running left side. Jump cut across the 24, and he might have gotten 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. He'll check out, and in will come Saquon Barkley, the 2,000-yard rusher.
There we go. Keep it rolling, baby. This offensive line, that last rush, not so much. But you go back to the run that got the first down. I mean, they pushed all the Packers defenders 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. You basically, before you even get contacted, have a first down there. It's a total difference for what this team is. But let's say keep leaning on them.
2nd and 8, 1:31 to go here first quarter. Philly up 7-0. Ball's at the Packer 24-yard line. And the Birds going to go offset I formation with the fullback in there, Kerry Blasingame. This will be a throw, though. Hurts, 3-step drop, looks left, throws left. That's going to be caught. There's DeVonta Smith first down. And he's going to have the ball all the way down to about the 12. And that is a 10-yard gain on 2nd and 8. And the Slim Reaper has entered the chat.
Yes. Let's go. Good route there from Smitty. On-time throw for those Jalen haters
really
and concern. But
really good throw. I think he started 5 for 5, Josh, by the way, just to in case we're tracking here.
Tanner McKee would be 6 for 5. That's all I'm saying.
Well, sorry, he's 6 for 6, actually. 39 yards and a touchdown. Pretty good.
Not too
All
bad.
right. Ball's at the 13-yard line. Hurts in the gun, Barkley back in the football game, along with Jahan Dotson. 3 on the play clock, Hurts in the gun. Packers are showing pressure. They come with pressure. Hurts going to step, throw left side. That's going to be incomplete. EG need to get that one out and threw it out of bounds. Smart play there. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, you're right. That time, blitz maybe didn't see it quite as early as he should have, but no harm, no foul.
Yeah, better to throw it out of bounds than force it. That'll be Hurts' first incompletion. 6 for 7 early here as the sun is starting to set in Philadelphia. Or getting close to setting, I would say. Maybe a little Saquon red zone touch here on 2nd and 10. Let's see. Hurts will start out in the gun. Dallas Goedert in the football game, along with Dotson, A.J. Brown, and Smitty. Barkley to the left. Motion orbit. DeVonta Smith out of the backfield. Hurts is going to throw. Clean pocket. Now he's going to bail out of it, rolling right. In pressure, still rolling, and throws it out the back of the end zone, incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Interesting that Dotson technically will get credited with that target. There's no way he was, obviously going to catch that because it was thrown so far out of bounds. But I'm surprised that we're even seeing Dotson in the line of fire. So there you go.
Yeah, well, 3rd and 10 now. Birds march into the red zone, stalled a little bit here. They have the field goal secured, so you don't want, hopefully, but you don't want to force any throws here. No Barkley touches when they got down here with a fresh set of downs at the 12. He stays in there for 3rd and 10. Ball at the 13-yard line. Hurts in the gun with 4 in the play clock. Dallas got the lone tight end at the bottom of the formation. Hurts to throw. Blitz coming. Now gets it out and incomplete. Boy, that was another blitz that went right in Hurts' face. Need to get that one out very quickly, and they're going to be kicking a field goal here on 4th and 10.
Yeah, it's like there's not as much of the either preparation for it. I mean, you could see the Packers are lined up there showing blitz, and I don't know if it's just Jalen not prepared or thinking the screen was going to be set up better than it was, but, I mean, Green Bay read it perfectly.
Yeah, there's Edgerrin Cooper, the young linebacker a lot of Eagle fans were kind of hoping they would get at some point in the draft. Philadelphia went Cooper DeJean instead, and obviously it worked out pretty well for both teams. But out comes Jake Elliott, a 31-yarder from the left hash. Boy, you need to see this one go through, huh? Snap, hold, kick up, and dead center. It's good. Let's go. It drifted a little bit.
All right, let's go. We'll take it.
There's
the confidence.
We'll take it. 10-0 Birds. How about that, a double-digit lead?
We would all take it.
Okay. Yeah, we would. We would all take it 100%. 100%.
Get that blitz figured out a little bit. They've had some limited issues, very, very small sample size. But, I mean, for Jake to see that one go through, as we said,
yep,
it's early, but
big.
Ramifications for later in the game potentially. He also saw it drifting a little bit, right? But it's still good.
A little bit. Just a little bit right now. Big shout out to Caleb Patrick, who's watching back in my hometown. Appreciate you, Caleb. Go Birds. Good start, huh? Not too bad. We'll take that. Always fun when everyone's checking in. Oh, man. Come on, Caleb. We need this one. We need another good defensive drive here. Another turnover. I don't want to get greedy, but it'd be nice. It would be nice.
We've almost got 3,500 people, by the way, between the streams. We appreciate you guys. And we're closing in on 1,500 likes. We're not even through the first quarter. So
it's a good start.
Drop a like if you haven't. We appreciate you guys.
All right, here we go. Link looks pretty fun tonight. Wish you were there. I mean, geez, this is a picture-perfect start as we have 19 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 10-0 Philadelphia as Jake Elliott runs up to this one, puts his right foot on it for his third kickoff of the first quarter. And this one is short again and returnable. 10, 15, now 20, coming back mid to the 30 and tackled by Nolan Smith. And I think he got maybe to the 30-yard line. And the Packers will have to run at least one more play with 12 seconds left to get out of what has been a nightmare first quarter for them.
Yes. Shout out to Sean D. Sarcasm with the 2. Also for the membership said Nolan went from garbage to mid. Josh is ecstatic.
It's true.
I mean,
I don't know about mid.
Call him mid.
I think he's
super
pretty good.
pumped about it, and it's actually perfect timing that Nolan just got a tackle on the kickoff, sir. So
I think he's going to have double-digit sacks if he continues with the way the postseason's going. So we'll see.
So far, so good.
Ball from 30. Jordan Love will hand this one off to Josh Jacobs, who goes absolutely nowhere, and he's going to get tackled by a ton of Birds. Kind of churned forward for about 2, but another good stop there for the Bird defense, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 1. 10-0 Philadelphia. As good of a start as we could hope for, Josh. And I'm going to run to the restroom real quick because I've had way too much nervous water drinking today.
Yep, you got it. I'm feeling the same way. I'm sure all of us are. Hit Drip missed this one a second ago, but the 5 says you're supposed to have a hot route on every play, and it was none that time. Kellen, maybe Kellen has to be better than that. Yeah, there was nowhere for the for Hurts to go. Although they set up a screen pass, like you could clearly tell that they were trying to go a screen. So maybe seeing the blitz, they're thinking, "Oh, we're going to get a big play." But I mean, like you said, Packers read it beautifully. They had the coverage there and the pressure on Jalen. David, 1917, appreciate the 2, says, so where's all that rust on Jalen Hurts? I mean, so far so good, like we were saying. There's a little bit. You saw the blitz, but that's not really as much on me. I mean, honestly, you look at him and see what he's done so far. Been solid. Let's see. I'm awake. Oh, it feels like halftime. Yeah. Rex feels this would be massive. We could win by more than 7. Sounds like a guy who's got a bet placed. Maybe something to do with the spread. I don't know. I mean, we'd be great just to win in a blowout, but a specific number there of win by 7. I like it. I can appreciate it. Tony says, love the show, guys. Go Birds. Let's eat some cheese. Yeah, not blue cheese, though. Not a big fan of blue cheese. Moving into the second quarter. Powerade, Saquon has run more. Yeah, they'll get him going. He's that second half.
Yeah, it's been a weird start on offense because you are not expecting to get the football with your first drive at the 30 and then, a very quick touchdown pass. And then you try to kind of get back into what was the original plan. But it's been an interesting start. It's been the start you would obviously, dream of. But I think the offense is trying to find a little bit more rhythm here early on.
Yep. I agree. They'll get it going. They'll be fine. There's some comments, though, if we should be winning by more than we are right now, Saquon needs to be running the football.
Come on.
I mean, I understand
greedy.
the concern, the criticism, the fear, the anxiety, whatever we want to call it. But,
greedy.
1.6 as they're flashing at the graphic, 1.6 yards of play for the Packers in the first quarter, 5.7 for Philly, and basically doubled time of possession. I don't know that we ask for a whole lot more than that. Yes, there's the turnover, but here we go. Let's keep it rolling in the second quarter. Jordan Love in the gun. Got two backs next to him. Now Josh Jacobs in motion left. Takes the snap, four-man pressure, looking right side, going to take a deep shot, one-on-one, and it's picked off! Darius Slay in perfect position! Big play, Slay, and there's your turnover.
What did Darius Slay say to the media just 2 weeks ago? He said, defense has been great. We're getting all these turnovers, but these corners, we don't have any picks, right? I need to get an interception. And right on cue, they try to take a shot to Dontavian Wicks. They tried a little double move. Slay in perfect coverage, and Jordan Love dropped it right in the breadbasket of the Eagles captain in the backside of that defense. And wow, 2 turnovers already. And there's Jordan Love's interception, Josh, right on cue.
We needed it. Yep.
Let's
Figured
go.
it was going to happen. First time in 7 games, was it? That is beautiful, right? I mean,
perfect.
Does not get better coverage, locked down. I didn't even have a step. Like sometimes have half a step, a little bit of space. As you were saying, Thomas, I mean, that's in the breadbasket of Slay. That's like you're throwing a pass to Darius Slay.
Yep. That is, again, about as perfect of a start as we could possibly hope for. It's the first pick and 409 snaps for Jordan Love.
It's insane. All right. Somewhat of an arm punt, but the turnover's at the 22 now, and Saquon will take the handoff on first down for a gain of 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
Just slowly churning, right? Saquon's going to get 20 touches in this game by come hell or high water. He's going to get as many as humanly possible, and the hope is that eventually he's going to break one. Had a couple of chances in that first quarter, Josh. It really felt like there was one where he was a shoestring tackle away from maybe going 70 to the house, but they're going to keep giving it to him, 100%. I want to get AJ involved, too, a little bit here. Only 1 catch so far.
2nd and 7, Jalen in the gun, 9 on the play clock. Since Smitty in motion to the left. Packers showing blitz. They will bring it. Jalen has good blocking here, has a little time. Now going to take off and run up the middle to the 30, the 35, and drops down there before taking a hit. First down, we do have a flag.
Yeah, it's a late flag on the offensive line. It seemed too early. Or sorry, it was an early flag on the offensive line. It seemed too early to be like a hold. Was somebody maybe in the neutral zone when they snapped this one? No, it's an illegal shift. Darn it. I didn't think about that. They get Smitty on an illegal shift. He must have not gotten set. Darn it. That destroys a first down.
Yeah, that would have been huge.
Nick Sirianni is furious. He cannot believe that is the flag call, but that's kind of, part of the job as the head coach is to be upset every time things go against your football team. Officially 2nd and 12, only a 5-yard loss.
Ball at the 20-yard line now. Jalen in the gun again. Has Saquon to his left, 4 on the play clock. He's going to take the snap, 4-man pressure, has a little bit of time, now pressure to the left, going to roll out right, throw a pass low for Goddard, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, they were trying to set up a much deeper shot than what they eventually got with Dallas Goedert on the right side. Hurts felt a little pressure coming. Green Bay's lighting him up a little bit here. Jalen Hurts vastly improved his abilities against the blitz this year. Kind of a rough start, I would say, against pressure packages. That time they brought 5, and I think they got the edge rusher on the opposite side to start hunting down Jalen Hurts, and he kind of had the internal clock rolling a little too fast and skipped that one in the ground in front of Dallas Goedert. 3rd and 12 now. Chance for the Packer defense to finally get something good going.
Yeah, Jeff Hafley throwing a little bit more pressure Jalen Hurts away. This time 2 on the play clock. They will blitz. It's a run. Saquon has a hole up to the 25 and then brought down at the 27-yard line. Almost looks like he might be able to break that for a first, but at 4th and 4 from your 28, they're going to punt it.
Well, I think they thought this was going to be a six-man pressure, and they actually backed out the two linebackers the last second. And so the idea is to create a hole as all these blitzers come flying by Saquon. He runs right past them, and he might have had a chance to get a first down. It's a 10-yard run. It worked well, but on 3rd and 15, there wasn't enough room, and now Braden Mann punts, but there is a flag.
False start.
False start on Philadelphia. Okay. All right, well, that offense has been a little slower, I would say. A couple of drives that I don't like here, but, we'll see.
Yeah, it's all right. Some people, a few more comments coming in of, that's it, put in Tanner McKee. Oh, love it. Playoff game, playoff atmosphere. These are good teams, all of them. You're at 10-0. So far, so good. Braden Mann going to try a second punt here after the false start penalty. Gets it away. A high booming punt. Fielded at the 25-yard line by Reed. Pretty good coverage so far. Now going to cut to the right side. Blockers now able to find some space up to the 40 and finally pushed out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It looked like they had him dead to rights, and he found an angle on the outside.
Yeah, shout out Braden Mann for coming down and lowering the shoulder and helping make sure Jayden Reed, who was a big factor in that week 1 matchup. I mean, geez, he had a ton of yards, was cut down before he could go any further.
All right. Appreciate you guys. Almost 3,500 people in the stream. Almost 1,500 likes as well. Drop a like real quickly. And I as well have the anxious energy, so I'm going to use the restroom real quick, and I'll be right back.
There you go. Might as well. Yeah, we're all feeling it. That's for sure. We are all feeling it. Goodness gracious. Oh, man. All right, defense still, right? 2 turnovers. They got to do something to settle down Jordan Love. If you're Green Bay, a couple of short passes and just settle the guy down. This is not the same Jordan Love that we saw early in that wild card matchup in Dallas just a year ago. I mean, he was on fire, red hot, and they went up and down the field on that Cowboy defense, and as we know, waxed them. It wasn't even close, but it has been a shaky start for Jordan Love. He should have thrown his first pick way earlier than the Slay one. It was a tip ball that he airmailed, with C.J. Gardner-Johnson was kind of going backwards to catch it, couldn't do it. But still, two total turnover, by the Bird defense and Bird special team unit, and we will take it. Oh, man. Okay, still in commercial break. Let's read some comments here. Let's get a Jalen Carter sack, says Blake Warren. I agree. That'd be nice. Let's see. Is the only way I listen to the game, says Sin Lo Hu. Appreciate that. What's going on with the run game? I think that they're running the football fine. I don't think it's been a problem at all. Storm, calming people down, says, guys, we should be able to be fine. Everyone needs to calm down. How many rushing attempts so far? He's over 7, I think, right? 6 or 7 carries. Obviously, Gainwell got a couple there. I'm about 1 yard away from Kenny Gainwell hitting my higher than 9.5 rushing yards. That felt like a steal, so we'll see. We'll see.
Just about automatic.
And I had a couple of crazy ones here. That was 4 for 142. I need a Nolan Smith sack, a Reed Blankenship pick. Gainwell needs 1 more yard, and a Lucas Van Ness sack. So I got one of the 4, but getting close.
Got to start somewhere.
All right, back from commercial break. I was saying while you were gone, Josh, that they're going to do something to settle out Jordan Love. I mean, he has been all over the yard today in a very bad way. Very bad way.
Yeah, completely. Hasn't shown you a whole lot of confidence so far if you're a Packers fan, but keep it up defense here. Good stops on first down at the 43. Going to be handoff Jacobs' left side and met by a host of 3 Eagles, Zack Baun, Cooper DeJean, and Quinyon Mitchell, only a gain of about 2, maybe 3 yards.
Yeah, there's the All-Pro with his first official tackle of the day. And that was a pretty good hole opened up the left side of the Bird defensive line and filled beautifully, as All-Pro linebackers do. Zack Baun came right up and hit it, and only a gain of 3. Jacobs has not had any running room so far today, and Jayden Reed, so far, no targets, which is a massive surprise for everyone involved. 2nd and 7.
It's the Cooper DeJean effect so far. 2nd and 7 ball on the 46. Love this time right side, and right on cue, the Thomas Jinx is a Jayden Reed target catch first down.
There you go. Well, we talked about easy throws, Josh. This is an easy one. You motion Reed across the formation. That creates extra separation in a zone defense, and he kind of does a little out route right in front of Darius Slay. Easy pitching catch, and That's only Love's third completion. 3 for 6 for 25 yards. They only have 28 total yards as an offense.
It's crazy. Now into Philly territory. Jordan Love in the gun. Going to take the snap. It'll be a handoff. Jacobs tries the middle, able to break the first tackle, and then brought down by Zack Baun at the 41, about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, they brought in Jalen Hunt, and they moved Josh Sweat to the Nolan Smith side of the defensive line, and really Josh Sweat had a chance to make that a 2-yard gain and missed a tackle, and so gets about 5 or 6. Best run of the day, I'd say, so far. They gave him 5 officially, 2nd and 5. First time in Eagle territory, though.
See if the defense can hold up. This time, Love an empty set. He'll motion Jacobs back to the backfield with him on the left side. 5 on the play clock. Now more motion. Tucker Kraft or Musgrave to the left. Going to be handoff. Jacobs has a hole left side. Going to be tackled by Nakobe Dean just short of the first down. Brings up 3rd and 1.
I think every week this year, I've marveled at the tackling in the open field ability of Nakobe Dean. It was really the big question mark. I mean, health was number one. It was, how well do you tackle in the open field? As Darius Slay's getting looked at right now on the sideline. That's happened a lot this year, but he's wincing in pain and kind of doubled over right now. So keep an eye on that. Isaiah Rodgers has been very familiar filling in, and he's in right now. He's holding his left elbow, it looks like.
Yeah, something left elbow there. We'll see 3rd and 1, 5 seconds on the play clock. Now Tucker Kraft's going to take it and try to sneak and didn't get the initial push, but then they're going to push him forward for, another 8-10 yards. He finally is down.
And we've seen teams do this. Obviously, the Baltimore Ravens like doing this as well. You come in and you just run the brotherly shove, but you get your big tight end and those big, thick legs. Shows you why Philadelphia's so confident in Jalen Hurts, because he's way stronger than a lot of these other quarterbacks. And the Eagles block this really well. I mean, they attack it, but they just can't get his legs. And so he keeps churning both of them. And, boy, he got, like you said, 8 or 9 yards there when he should have gotten at most half. Come on, defense. Best drive of the day for Green Bay.
The Packers now. Ball on the 28-yard line of Philly. Jordan Love in the gun. He's going to take the snap, look to throw left side. He'll throw it for Reed, and it's complete there. Pushed out of bounds by Quinyon Mitchell. Only a gain of 4, but after no targets or no catches, he's got 2 on this drive.
Q got close there. He wasn't as close to where it'd make your heart stop for a pick 6, but that was a very, very close throw all the way across the field to the left side. That's a long one, too, by Jordan Love, but he's starting to settle in, right? Couple of very short throws, run the football, seems to be working, and they're still working on Darius Slay's left elbow right now. Worth keeping an eye on.
Ball on the 24 of Philly now. 2nd and 6. Going to take the snap. Jordan Love. It'll be handoff. Jacobs met in the backfield. Breaks the first tackle, but then Nakobe Dean drops him for a big loss. Loss of 4 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 10.
How about that? Zack Baun, first initial hit. That stops the forward momentum of Josh Jacobs, and then he pinballs off a 53, and then in comes 17. We talk about it. Sure tackler. This is read extremely well by Nakobe Dean. He's so good at just navigating traffic in between the guards, Josh. There's so many bodies flying around. It's easy to get caught up in the wash of an offensive line moving from left to right, and he just kind of swims through it and finds those running backs in the backfield. A big loss now, 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12, trips right for Jordan Love. 3 on the play clock. He's going to take the snap at the 30-yard line. Dropping back to pass 4-man pressure. Going to take off and run up the middle. Has a big lane up to the 20-yard line. Tackled just short of the sticks. It's going to be 4th and half a yard. So not a first down, but a big play there from Jordan Love.
Boy, Zack Baun had a chance to make this 4th and 4, and Jordan Love bounced off him. He'll jaw with Gardner Johnson after the play, too. That fired up Jordan Love, but 4th and 1, and they are obviously going for this. Man, that could have really been a nice open field tackle to make that 4th and 4. DeJean saved the day there, though, and he is, looking down the line. He's a yard short. Boy, this would be a big stop here. They're in shotgun.
Big 4th down. Yep, Jordan Love in shotgun has Jacobs to his left. Now the motion Kraft. Going to do another sneak with Kraft. He'll take the snap, push forward, and he's got it again.
Well, we're getting brotherly shoved. Little piece of our own medicine. Wonder how much you practice it. Probably not a lot overall as a defense in Philadelphia, just because you don't want to waste it, potentially getting hurt during practice. But Tucker Kraft has been a pretty good runner so far, and You wonder if they have something that they can work off of this, Josh. They motion Kraft in there, hike it to him. We saw it in the college football playoff games, hiking it underneath Arch Manning's legs, and then a runner runs around the outside. Keep an eye on that later in the game. They're driving, though, 1st and 10. Long drive, too. 6.5 to go, second quarter.
Yep. In the red zone now for the first time as well for the Packers. 1st and 10, Jordan Love under center, 3 on the play clock. Takes the snap, fake handoff, looking right side, has a man, and it's batted in the air. It was intended for Romeo Doubs. I don't know if that hit him in the hands or if it was just tipped last second, incomplete.
There's a flag here. Isaiah Rodgers is in perfect coverage here, Josh. He snaps his head around. It's at the last second, but an eligible man downfield. So there's a little RPO that they're going to finally get the Packers on. But Rodgers turns his head a little earlier. He might be able to pluck that one out of the sky, but still turned it around enough to get his hands in the air and dislodge that football for an incompletion. Wouldn't have mattered either way with the ineligible man downfield.
Yep, good play there. It looks like it was Rodgers. Okay, it was hard to tell if it was Rodgers or if it was just incomplete, but he got his hands on it. Man, almost opportunity there, too.
Close.
Ball
1st and 15.
22. 6:30 to play in the second quarter. Jordan Love will take the snap, handoff Jacobs, cuts up the middle, breaks the first tackle, and then brought down by Milton Williams and Nakobe Dean at about the 18-yard line.
Terry Slay's going to the locker room, and that left arm is a problem right now. We've got to keep an eye on that. Also, according to multiple beat writers on Twitter, Jalen Hurts has taken a little stint in the medical tent, but he is out and heads back to the bench. So he got looked at for something and has come back out of the medical tent. So keep an eye on the injuries that are piled up here.
Don't need that.
Good to have Isaiah Rodgers as a backup cornerback, though, because he is a starter for a lot of teams. See if he can hold up. He's on Dobbs one-on-one right now, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, Jordan Love in the empty set. Going to take the snap, looking over the middle. Now screen pass set up, and that one was read beautifully. A loss of 3 yards. Nakobe Dean brings down Tucker Kraft.
Dean is slow to get up here. He's actually going to sit down, and he is not getting up.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, nope, they're going to tell him now he gets up. And so, obviously, Oren Burks is going to check in for him. He reads this beautifully, and I think it might have been his helmet that hit the back of Tucker Kraft and might have jarred him a little bit. And, yeah, he's bent over, and, well, no, he's going to get...
Man, he's going to... It's something with the leg.
Off. It's like his leg. Ooh, this is not good.
Gosh, hopefully he's going to be okay. But, yeah, I mean, this is one of those that... It's like he threw his helmet down, too.
Yeah.
He was very hesitant to even try to get up. He's just kind of sighing as he's
very
watching.
gingerly walking off the field here. He's got his arms around both training staff members, and oh boy, okay, so 2 key defenders are out of this football game right now, and in will come Oren Burks, who dislodged the football on the opening kickoff for a fumble and played very well the past 2 weeks in for Nakobe Dean, but yeah, boy, he's going straight, I think, to the locker room, Josh, and that is a lower body concern for Nakobe Dean. Oh, man. Oof.
Do not want to see that. Gosh, hopefully he's all right. All right, ball in the 20 now. Big chance to stop here, though. 3rd and 13. Oren Burks in for Nakobe Dean. 18 on the play clock, 5:20 to play in the second quarter. Jordan Love, empty set, takes a snap, 3-man pass rush, now delayed with 4, going to be pressured, rolling out to the left side, trying to escape, throwing for the end zone, and it's incomplete. Out of the end zone to the left, 4th down.
You called it. They brought 3, and they essentially had a spy in a very weird way, because it's not a true spy, but they sat back there with Josh Sweat for a little bit, and then once they realized that Love was going to roll Sweat's way, he immediately took off after Jordan Love and forced him out of there. And it looked like he had Tucker Kraft wide open in the end zone, and Love was rolling the wrong way, so no way to do it, and throws that one out of bounds. And now we have our first point attempt, a field goal attempt for Brandon McManus here from the right hash.
37-yarder, guy who's, 95% on the year, 38-yarder, kicks it, drifting right. He missed it. Oh, my gosh, he missed it wide right. A 38-yard attempt is no good.
Whoa, announcer's jinx, Josh. You got one there. How about that?
Let's go.
Wow, how did he miss that?
Wow, we saw Jake Elliott in the first quarter, and his was kind of drifting to the right. So the flags on the field goal post don't really move or aren't moving much.
No,
but
there's no
both
wind.
guys missed it to the right there, or at least pushed it, but he pushed it too much and misses. Wow,
All right.
that's huge.
That's huge. Huge. That was a long drive for no points. Okay, commercial break. Let's see what Twitter says in terms of what's going on with Dean. If he went to the medical tent or if he simply went straight off the field. Boy, the Dean one could be not good, which is really bad.
I know. Hopefully he's going to be okay, but yeah,
Oh man,
that's one of those you never want to see.
my Twitter is not loading on either devices here, which is interesting.
Maybe it's been stalled out with all the wild card action.
Might have been.
I'm not getting anything either. It's
Yeah, I think Twitter's down right now, honestly. That would be interesting. That's one way to watch a football game with no
Sure.
Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, I got a couple tweets here.
The Dean one looks bad because of the helmet throw and then gingerly walking off the field. That is the main problem. Slay's elbow is questionable to return. That one did come through for me. But no update on Nakobe Dean just
Anthony
yet.
DeVonta, this is not an official report, but he was saying he's watching, I guess there was a clip of the broadcast or maybe a replay or something, and he said he sees Dean appearing to say, I'm done. So hopefully not. I mean, that's, again, nothing official, but just trying to read lips there, but that's not good.
Boy, after a resurgence of a season, too, for Nakobe Dean, I mean, he has been lights out. And now he's out of the medical tent. He's being carted inside, according to Tim McManus. So that is about as bad of news as we could possibly hope for Nakobe Dean.
Golly.
Oh, man.
That's brutal. I mean, Oren Burks has played well. You talk about, next man up, but Powerade, someone saying Dean is done for season. I mean, it's such a short remaining season past this one. The
Probably
way he
likely
was walking off, like it just, you hope there's it's not impossible, but yeah, there's the we're coming back from commercial break. But here's a picture I'll put up here for people on Twitter.
There he
Kobe
is
with a cart. So, man, you hate to see that.
All right, back on offense. Here we go.
Can the offense capitalize off the missed field goal for the Packers? Ball on the 28-yard line. Jalen going to throw on first down. Pressured, rolled out right side, buying some time. Thinks about running and then slides down. Thankfully, doesn't injure Lane Johnson there. He's going to take a loss of 3 yards, but whew.
Yeah, offense is struggling a little bit here, and that was, almost like he slipped and kind of fell and rolled into the back of Lane Johnson, which could have been really scary, but looks to be okay. They get up. But offense needs a drive here, Josh. Defense is obviously gassed. They're missing 2 of their leaders. They're trying to probably regroup there on the sideline, make sure Isaiah Rodgers and Oren Burks are ready to go for that next drive. But only 4:30 left in the second quarter. They've done a really good job at these end-of-half drives. You need a long one here to give your defense a little bit of a break and maybe get that lead stretched out a little bit more.
Yep. Here we go. 2nd and 13. Jalen going to try to throw this time. Pressured immediately, rolling to the left side, and he's going to throw it deep, out of bounds, incomplete, and there's a flag.
Yeah, this flag might be in the backfield or in the secondary here. We got to see where this is, but geez, Bird offensive line pass. Oh nope, it's on the Eagles. Great. Offensive line has been struggling in pass protection right now. Holding on the offense. Boy, they got Landon Dickerson, and Landon Dickerson was the one that gave up that pressure too, which is crazy.
Yeah, David with the 2 earlier was saying offense needs to finish a drive with a touchdown. Yeah, they need to capitalize. These are one of these instances where you're getting turnovers, you're getting the defense to get some stops, get a few points. Big 3rd down, though, 3rd and 13. Jeff Hafley, Packers defensive coordinators, had a pretty, all things considered, there's a very early turnover, but had a good game plan so far. Snap here to Jalen. Going to throw, has some room to take off and run, and he will. He's going to try to push forward, not slide, and he'll be brought down short of the sticks at the 26-yard line, and it'll be a 4th and 5, so punt coming up.
Yeah, that's been the past 2 drives. Darius Slay comes back on the sideline. That's good. Probably got his elbow wrapped up and maybe got a little shot there, but he's coming back to at least the sideline. That's good news. It's helmet in hand as well, but Yeah, Eagle offense, penalties, backing them up, and they're not able to convert on these 3rd and longs so far. Need to get more in 3rd and manageable. Packers lucky to be in this one right now. This is really good defense by them.
Here's the punt now. Braden Mann gets it away, and this time hits Reed. I don't know if he got hit there by Sidney Brown. I don't see a flag. It's kind of close.
Flag.
Okay.
No flag.
All right, we'll take it.
We'll take it.
Dangerous.
We will take it. Commercial break. All right. See what the defense has got.
Let's see. Got a couple of super chats as well. Tony Cadillac with 5. Appreciate that. Says, hope Nakobe's okay. Injury looked bad.
Yeah.
Eagles are clearly the better dominant team. Only teams I'm concerned facing are the Baker-Nears and the Chiefs. Oh, Trefs? Oh, I see. Trefs.
Yes.
Okay.
What about the Lions? Are we worried about the Lions?
I don't believe Tony is. He lists the Bucks and the Chiefs. Jason with the 5 also said, "Come on, guys! If you love the Eagles, don't continue to act like you don't see it."
There you go.
I don't. know exactly,
He's talking about
but
Jalen Hurts, isn't he?
I believe so. Yeah, that's I think the comment from earlier. But
yeah, well, they're in the chat. They are in the chat. It happens. I mean, listen, this is a great start. They have stalled. We knew the Packer defense was going to blitz a lot. They have not had an answer for that so far, and maybe the word rust is something that I was hoping I would have to say. Maybe a little rusty. I don't know. They just haven't gotten anything rolling right now, and penalties are really shooting them in the foot. They can't really establish a running game either.
Yeah. It's been a little iffy. I mean, you could call it rust or whatever you want to, but Packers have been much better defensively. I mean, they've had for me, it really goes down to like handling the blitz, and that's on everyone, not just Jalen, with the offensive line, the game plan. I don't think that they were quite prepared for these different pressure packages that Jeff Hafley's dialed up so far. But you're up 10-0. It should be more, but it's still a playoff team we're talking about here. I mean, Green Bay's been solid. They haven't won against those teams, but they also have not been like blown out by any of those. They're super close games that they've lost. Flipping the bird with a 2. I don't think this is an official report. I haven't seen anything on Twitter yet, but just maybe speculation. Says Dean dislocated knee and Slay dislocated elbow.
Yeah, but Slay's back, so I don't think it's a dislocated elbow for Slay. I think he's back in. So, all right, defense though. This is an important drive. I mean, every drive's important in a wild card game, but 3:25 to go. The Packers are still scoreless. Birds get the ball to start the second half. We've seen them start slow and then really open things up, but need a nice 3-and-out here. Get a nice little stop. You don't want 10-7 at halftime, Josh. That would be an absolute disaster.
Oh yeah, for sure. Do not let it get to that point. Hit Trip with the 5 said 0 targets for AJ is utterly ridiculous, unacceptable. He does have a target. He did have to catch. It's been limited, but
it's been one.
You're right. It needs to be more than what we've seen. Dino with the 20 bomb said, "Listen, boys, we got this. Chill out. Go Birds." And I totally agree with you. Space Music with a 2 saying, "We are a second half team. We'll be all right." So some positivity. We'll take that. Let's see. We got,
illegal touching on Green Bay. Yeah, because the first person to touch the football was the gunner who stepped out of bounds. So, it was on. That hit Sidney Brown, though. Where is this football?
It's on the 28.
Okay, well,
it definitely hit Sidney. So, yeah, we'll be okay with that. 1st and 10. Jordan Love in the gun, 3:25 to play in the second quarter, takes the snap, will be passing here. Looking middle, now left side screen for Jacobs, has a blocker, but Cooper DeJean reads that beautifully, or gets past Tucker Kraft, forces Jacobs out of bounds for no gain, and there's a flag on the play.
I think you're getting a hold here. Let's make sure it's not roughing the passer, but I think you're getting a hold. And there is the DeJean X factor too, Josh. There was a blocker in front of Josh Jacobs, and Dean dipped right around that, I believe, left tackle, and forced him out of bounds, and it is a hold on the Green Bay Packers. There you go. I think that's the right guard replacement. I got to see, though. Yeah, big hold on Jordan Davis, who was running right at Jordan Love.
Yep. Clearly getting out there. All right, we can appreciate that. How about JD drawing that holding call?
Love
Deep
it.
Crow with a 2 said, "Can we get Brian Johnson here for a screen call?"
Ha! Had some of those earlier.
We want those. They haven't worked really. Ball in the 18 now. Jordan Love going to throw 1st and 20. Pressure coming up the middle. Gets it away quickly. Jayden Reed catches and breaks the first tackle, the second tackle, the third tackle, still on his feet to the 30, the 35, and out of bounds. I think he just got the first down after those 3 broken tackles.
Yeah, first broken tackle is Oren Burks, Josh. We talk about the sure tackling of Nakobe Dean. You never know. Bunch more missed tackles than just Burks, but that should have been about an 8-yard gain on 1st and 20, and instead it's going to go for probably 20. DeJean missed a bad one there, too. Bad angle.
Yeah, as multiple people were saying, arm tackles, you got guys that are just, not taking great angles. Jayden Reed hurt us on the first matchup. Took a while to get going, but he's been better recently now. 1st and 10, handoff Jacobs up the middle, has a hole, and tackle there by Quinyon Mitchell, but it's a gain of about 6 yards. Another flag on the play.
I think you're getting another hold here. I think the Packers, it is going to be another hold on Green Bay. Eagle defensive line, they are getting pressure, and they are forcing this Packer O-line to panic a little bit here. Both defensive lines have played very well. Very well. And it's the backup, the replacement at left guard right there on Moro Jomo. There's a reason there's a big hole there, Josh.
Yeah, just tackle him. I mean, when you can't do anything else, I guess you just tackle the guy.
They've replaced Glover and put in a new left guard. So a third left guard now in the football game.
He had some holding calls. I guess you're like, hey, just get him out of there. Ball on the 28 now. 2:02 to play in the second quarter. Time ticking, and they will let it get to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to play in the first half. Packers with all 3 timeouts. Eagles with all 3 timeouts. 1st and 20. Going to go to a commercial break.
Gotten a little nervy, Josh. As good as that first quarter was, the Dean injury is a big loss, and the offense not moving the ball very well. It is definitely slowed things down a little bit. And it is a knee injury, and Nakobe Dean is officially out. So that is officially where we're at right now. So likely a knee that's going to be a significant one.
Yep. Man, that's brutal. I mean, Oren Burks he's had his moments. I mean, there's been some good, some bad recently with the missed tackle there, but man, to the extent of Nakobe and how he's played, him and Zack Baun being on the field together.
Oh,
should still be
man.
fine
All
though.
right.
Yeah, I'm seeing it's going comments back and forth. We're seeing a lot of this, but the Eagles are up 10-0. They're not losing, they're not down, but there's been a couple comments going, "Oh, it's over. I told you we're gonna lose."
I know.
Tell you. It's like
it's 10-0. It's 10-0. Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
It's just 10-0.
They've moved the ball a little bit. Sure, they still have not scored a touchdown. They got an attempt, what should have been a field goal, yes, but I mean, Thomas, if you hold it, it's a 1st and 20. So we just saw them convert one. It's not impossible to do, but it's a 1st and 20. It's difficult. If you hold them here, like you were saying, it's like you go into halftime 10-0, you deferred, you get the ball to start the second half. The Eagles have been, for the entire season, a second half football team. Like, everything's in front of you. Yet, we got some concern and fear
how it works.
Pessimism.
It's because the offense has been struggling a little bit, and that's fair.
I get it.
They looked red hot on that first drive from the 30, and then one more drive in for a field goal, and that's basically it. So they need to get things going, but they're probably going to have to start the third quarter, but Philadelphia's done a great job in third quarters to blow things wide open. Remember, that Baltimore Raven game, you think back to a good opponent, a tough road matchup. Philly did not look great in the first half, and they looked fantastic in the third and fourth quarters, led by Saquon Barkley. So hopefully they'll figure things out, but they need to hold no points for Green Bay the rest of the way in this first half.
Yep.
Green Bay's a good football team. I mean, we got to admit it. They're a good football team. 2 minutes left. You got all 3 timeouts, too. I think you'd start to think about wanting that football one more time if you can get a couple stops here. Let's see.
Ball on the 28. See what they can do here. 1st and 20. Coming off the 2-minute warning. Jordan Love in the empty set. 4 receivers to his far side right. Takes the snap. Going to be a short pass to Kraft. Has some blockers set up and able to pick up a lot of that yards.
Wow, we got a first
like
down.
There might have been a hold. It'd be a 2nd and 10 maybe.
I thought Cooper DeJean was getting held there. Reed Blankenship and looked like C.J. Gardner-Johnson were making the motion, and yet there was no call there. And so first down, got out of bounds, stops the clock, and wait, now it says 2nd and 8. So that's obviously not right.
It was 1st and 20.
Oh, sorry.
So
I forgot about the play there. Sorry. 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 40. Jordan Love going to take a snap, throw again here, left side, dump off. And it's Brooks going to make the first couple guys miss and push forward. I mean, that's almost one that he's going to get like maybe a yard, turns into 4 or 5. Now it's a short third down.
Hornburks needs to settle down a little bit. He's a little antsy. Probably didn't expect to play a lot today, and he's getting thrust in there and made the tackle, but let him get more yards than he should. 3rd and 3.
Big third down. Here we go. 1:24 to play in the first half. Packers letting the clock roll down. They still have all 3 timeouts, so clock is not an issue. Has 3 receivers to his right. Love takes the snap. Has a man easily wide open is Dobbs. That's a clear pitch and catch there. Not a lot of coverage. Just back off. Easy first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 3, and we're playing 10-yard off coverage. That is the 2023 Eagles in a nutshell. Goodness gracious. You hate seeing that. Get up there and press them on 3rd down and short and make them beat you for a first down. But there's your first down. They needed that, and in Eagle territory at the 48.
Here you go. First down now. 50 seconds to play. Jordan Love dropping back. Pressured. Gets rid of it. And Zack Baun, did he pick that? It hit the ground. Okay, I was going to say. He's sliding for it, but.
No way.
Whew. Close.
Jalen Carter got real close to a sack there, and Jordan Love panicked and threw that one out to the flat. And I think this skips right into the arms of the All-Pro. Let's have a look, though.
Showing the injury before. Can they show it? I'm seeing people in the chat saying like that he might have picked it, but
no,
I think it clearly was incomplete. Why?
Yeah, no replay either. They're hurrying to the line. 2nd and 10. Clock stopped.
Yeah, here's the play. 2nd and 10. Jordan Love gonna throw deep shot over the middle. That time it is picked.
Oh!
Zack Baun did get it. The 50, the 45 out of bounds. Let's go. So that's what some people are ahead of us, and they're saying ball don't lie. Baun interception. Bang!
He threw it right to him, Josh. I don't think he saw Zack Baun, and there's the All-Pro. He just dropped into a soft zone, and I don't think he sees him. Let's see. Yeah, Baun's on the other side of the field, and he just slides right in front of the throwing lane, and Jordan Love never saw him. He was trying to get a deep in route there. I can't tell where he wanted to go. I think it was Romeo Dobbs, and boy, how about Baun? How many times do you see a linebacker, too, get that ball thrown right to him, and linebackers' hands aren't that great and just drop it? He catches this beautifully with both hands outstretched and runs it out of bounds. 3 turnovers in the first half, and 36 seconds left in all 3 timeouts.
Big time.
Go get more points here. Go
2 for 1. This is a 2 for 1. You got 3 timeouts, like you said. 2 for 1. Make it happen. That's your All-Pro linebacker right there. Let's go. Wow, huge momentum swing here. If the Eagles, even 3 points, but if you go score, 4 on the play clock, ball on the 45, Jalen will take the snap, delayed handoff, Saquon. Has some blockers, some patience. Going to go forward now all the way up to the 35-yard line, and there is a timeout. So there you go. Yeah. First one.
Yeah, I don't hate the call there, right? A lot of people thinking run, trying to keep Saquon's legs warm. That's a good run there for 7 or 8. We'll take it, but in the field goal range at minimum. But I think you got to be aggressive here, Josh. I think you really try to play for a 17-0 lead would be monumental versus 13-0. I would say that feels a lot bigger.
I agree. It is funny though, because again, going back to that Baun interception, people were commenting and they're like, "No, he picked it," and like Baun interception, Baun. I'm thinking like, okay, are we going to go back and see this now? And obviously, some people are ahead of us because it's delayed stream and everything. But I didn't expect Baun to be that next guy. Big time play. See if the Eagles can pay it off. 2nd and 4 officially. 31 seconds left in this first half. Eagles still with those 2 timeouts.
Got to scroll up on your chat, Josh. That way they don't spoil it for you.
Yeah, I know. I got to roll up. Yeah, so Jalen going to throw now. This time has a little bit of time in the pocket. Over the middle and dangerous pass there. There's a lot of contact, though. Dallas Goedert incomplete. No flags.
He's being tackled before that football hits him. I can't believe that. Let's see.
Oh, my God. That's
so early.
It's a clear second.
Clear pass interference. Clear pass interference.
That's unbelievable.
Wow. Yep. Missed call. Boots coming down. 3rd and 4. Big
26 seconds to play. Ball on the 39 of Green Bay. The very, very fringe maybe of Jake Elliott field goal range. 4 seconds on the play clock. Jalen will take the snap. He's going to throw. 3-man pressure. Has some time. Looking over the middle, and that one was thrown into the ground, intended for A.J. Brown. 4th down.
Yeah, slant, and he's double covered, and Oh man, this offense. They might keep the offense out there, Josh, because this is a far field goal. This is 55 plus, and I think they will. And the thought process here, it's risky, but there's only 22 seconds left, so there's only so much Green Bay can do with that time. This is a risky play, though, Josh. This is interesting.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those that's kind of go back and forth on. Come on, could be a swing here, Jalen. And
did
we
they
got
get
a
him?
flag. Goddard went in motion, but then the Packers moved like it was a false start.
It's on Philly. It's on Philly. And now you punt. They might not have ever been snapping that football. Oh man! So the turnover is going to do nothing. Yeah, that's just motion there. That doesn't seem like a false start. Huh? Back-to-back kind of weird no calls there.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really quick, kind of a abrasive motion. Maybe not as normal, but technically he's still going in motion. Like, he's not jumping off the line of scrimmage. But, okay, 10-0. Don't do anything crazy here. Block the...
Yeah.
Have a good coverage. Here's the punt from Braden Mann. He gets it away. 19 seconds and ticking in the second quarter. Fielded kind of close from Jayden Reed. Has to fall to the ground, but he does make the catch. So 14 seconds, ball on the 12-yard line. You think the Packers just kneel it, go into halftime?
Oh, man. Offense is looking a little rough right now. And the word rust is, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it is not looking as hot as you would have hoped. Let's just say that.
Totally fair. Jonathan Garay with a 5. Appreciate that. Said the offense needs a little more rhythm, but overall they've played pretty well. I have faith in my birds. Like the optimism. They do need a little bit more. As Jordan Love and the Packers will come out and nail the football to go into the half. Down 10-0. The Eagles get the ball to start the second. Hit drip with a 5. Said more under the snap play, under center plays, I guess, and less shotgun equals better offense for Philly.
They need to do something. There's going to be a nice second half adjustment because 10-0 and a 3-turnover first half there by Jordan Love. I mean, this could have been 21, 17-0, 24-0. Could have been a lot better than where we're currently at, which is a bummer. But, hey, 10-0 lead. We would take a 10-point lead going into halftime. We would do that 100%. So, it is what it is.
Tony Cadillac with a 5. Extend bond now. Have him sign the max at halftime. Just offer the offer sheet to him.
It's going to be a lot of money for him. A lot of money for him, for sure, whenever it comes out in the next couple of weeks. Maybe they get it done before the Super Bowl. Who knows?
Yep. I agree with a lot of these comments, too. The understanding that we are a second-half team, but like you were saying, Thomas, like 7 points off of 3 turnovers, it feels like you should easily, worst case scenario, it should be 13-0. But like really 17-0, 21-0, somewhere in that range.
I agree.
We've seen this happen, not with Jalen, granted, because Jalen went out, and then Kenny Pickett had to come in with the Washington game. But you have 5 turnovers, you end up losing that game because you just didn't capitalize early in the game off of those turnovers. And I don't know, it's one of those positions where sure, you're in a good spot. Obviously, you haven't allowed any scores, but for me right now, it's an okay spot because you look at time of possession, it's about even. If it becomes like second half, you're still struggling, and the Packers keep getting the football and they keep running plays, that's where I get concerned because it's like, okay, now you're asking the defense to be out there a lot of plays, down to Nakobe Dean, time of possession starts to wear on you, but it's still okay. We got second half to go. If they score it, I mean, if you come out of halftime, you score, you go up 17-0, you're feeling really, really good.
Yep, I agree. That's the problem, though, is that it's within striking distance. It's one play, and obviously they're right back at it. So,
AJ Jones with the 2. Appreciate that. Says first half play calling, kind of skeptical. Yep, it's been a little iffy. Had some concerns against the blitz. Kudos and shout out to. The Packers have been different than what I think the Eagles expected. You've seen it so far. They haven't had an answer for those different pressure packages, some of the delayed blitzes that have come. Maybe Jalen's not seeing everything 100%. It's impossible to tell. That's the other part, too. I know that, like, the emotions and all that other stuff, but, like, in the moment, sure, you go, oh, Jalen, what are you doing? Then you go back and look at the film. It very well could be Jalen. But there's a number of times, too, that we say that. Then you go look at it, and you're like, what on earth play calls are those? Like, what on earth routes is Jalen supposed to do when there's a blitz coming like that? So, it goes both ways. You're up 10-0. Should be fine. Ward with the 2. Hurts and Kellen have to wake the F up. Need a little better in the second half. Gonzalez with the 5.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Gonzalez with the 5. If this offense doesn't improve, we're screwed going forward.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. Nothing about going forward, right? I mean, week to week, things that can change. We've seen this at times at quarters. Again, I go back to the Baltimore game, very slow early in the Baltimore game. Then they got rolling. You saw it in 2017 where they looked anemic on offense, and that for a divisional round, first round for them, matched against the Falcons, and then the offensive explosion. They're capable of scoring a lot of points. I think the problem right now has really been not a lot of ability to run due to early down penalties, and so you're getting 3rd and 12s and 2nd and 13s, and there isn't just a lot of chances for Saquon Barkley. And the fact the offensive line and pass protection, it's not been that good. I know the opening drive, everyone's showing us the 6.5 seconds that Jalen Hurts had to find Jahan Dotson for a touchdown, but since that play, anytime Green Bay has brought pressure, they have gotten home, and they have really, really disrupted Jalen Hurts. And so I think that they need to just settle down a little bit, relax a little bit. It's going to be fine, but this opening drive of the third quarter is going to tell us a lot if they can figure things out, and they're going to try to here at halftime. Yep,
without a doubt. As Gronk is saying, Saquon is a second-half running back. The Eagles as a team are a second-half team. The running game can get going. B2B with a 5. Everyone's acting like Green Bay isn't a good team. Don't forget, guys, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. It says, go Birds. It is true. We're playing playoff teams here. May not always look 100 if we win at the end of the day. That's really all that matters. And then, you see who it's going to be in the second round. But you got to take care of business. You got to capitalize on these. As David says, with a 5, super frustrating to watch, letting Green Bay hang around. Defense is playing great. Offense needs to step it up.
Chat's pretty negative right now. I'm going to go get a little water refill here, but chat's got to calm down. It's still 10-0, right? Still 10-0.
Yep, we're good. Let me just pose a question. Let me just change things up for the chat here, because I can understand it. Totally appreciate it. I'm not, trying to look at this through, a different lens or just a jaded lens or whatnot. But give me a positive. I understand there's some criticism, there's some hate. What's the positive takeaway from the first half? What has you any sort of optimism? Can we have some of those too? I'd love to have a couple of comments. And I know I'm going through the super chats first, but I am curious as well. Let's get some positivity in the chat. Tyler with a 2, passing on first down is killing us. I'm still running through these early super chats, but Hannah with a 2 also. Eagles fans, such naysayers. Come on, people. We've got a full second half. That we do. There is a full second half. Good to go. Positive is the defense. Dianelle, we are winning. I mean, that's the biggest positive of all. Honestly, as long as you're winning, but sure. Positive, pretend you're a Packers fan. You'd be pissed right now. There you go. See, look at that. If you were a Packers fan right now, you go, are you kidding me? We got a quarterback in Jordan Love who's 9 for 15, 70 yards, and 2 interceptions. You've got a team that has defensively done more than enough of their job. You've got a field goal kicker who's 5% on the year and missing a 38-yard field goal for sure. If you were a Packers fan, you would be a lot more upset right now. I know you got to take advantage of it, but yes, positive, winning with 10 points to 0. Positive defense is holding up great. Jason Campbell, they give the offense a chance to get going. Bill, Love is playing bad. That's the positive. There you go. Mick, Jalen is running the football. That's positive. Muhammad, defense wins championships. Kingslayer, Jahan Dotson touchdown is what I'm happy about. All right. Let's see. We got some other ones. They're saving Saquon. We need points from turnovers. There's a little bit more of criticism. Aldo, the defense is saving us. Okay. It's going back and forth. I posed a question to the chat as you took off. I said, let's get some positive. What are some positives, the takeaways from the first half that have you even a little bit of optimism? And there's some.
I mean, defense is playing well. I think the injuries have really flattened a lot of people's hopes because, the idea of winning this game and going forward, and obviously no more Nakobe Dean likely the rest of the way is a bummer. But, I mean, Jalen didn't have a completion in the second quarter. They need to find a way to just settle him down. And everyone who panics, it's like they don't watch the season. There are plenty of times during the regular season where we've had quarters like this. Every first quarter, essentially, in the Eagles' season has been slow starts, Hurts a little rough, there's some pressure, Barkley's not getting going, and then, they win 31-7 or something like that. So I heard my wife listened to the stream and she was cooking dinner while I was filling up the water, and I heard you mention if you're the Packers right now, you're panicking. If you're Green Bay, 3 turnovers so far. Jordan Love has thrown 2 terrible interceptions. They've had 1 decent drive where they missed a field goal. Green Bay is obviously feeling a lot worse. You'd much rather be the Eagles, and they need to settle things down. And as Jeffrey Aguilar Aguilar, says, Eagles will produce the second half. That's the hope. Produce in the second half. They'll be fine. If they go right down here and score at 17-0, Josh, then everyone shuts up. So This is what the playoff does. It's high tension. I get it. I'm nervous. Not saying I'm not, but 10-0 is about as good as we could have hoped. Obviously, it could have been a lot better, but 10-0, a 10-point lead at halftime, we would have all taken it. If it was 21-11 right now, which is impossible, but you get my point. If it was 24-14, we would all be saying, great, all good. But obviously, it's only 10-0.
For sure. If I told you that the Eagles gained 7 yards of total offense in the second quarter, but they're winning 10-0 at halftime, you'd be like, that doesn't seem like that's weird. That's just strange, the whole game setting. But they're up 10-0. So Pork Chop with the 5 says second half rust, shake off. Crowd will bring the heat to get the birds going. Love the streams. Well, thank you.
There you go. Probably rust. It's definitely probably rust. I think that would be the that will be what everyone blames on Monday. And if that's the case, then hopefully they don't have any more rust after this.
Right. And you just build from it. Like, it'll be better. So Philly Fanatic, what's up? Says showing up late. Mike Homer with the 2 said I'm optimistic, but we can't let them stay in the game. That is totally fair. Got to take care of business. Metaman with a 5 says the defense has been stout. They just got to lock in on Reed in the second half. They also need to get that RPO game moving, set up for Saquon better.
Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest takeaway is that they need to get Saquon going, because once Saquon gets going, then a lot of these blitzes stop happening because they got to, load the box but not bring pressure because they're trying not to get beat on a run, off the backside. And so hopefully then Hurts can settle down. But A.J. Brown needs his touches. Come on. A.J. needs his touches. Smitty needs his touches. Dallas Goedert should have had a penalty on that final drive. Didn't happen, but he needs his touches. It's going to be just fine. Everyone's going to calm down. But big third quarter drive here. 3 and out. It might elicit some boos if that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, there might be a few. You got that anxious, nervous energy, and then if you don't do anything on the first one, that's probably understandable. But let's see here. Gonzalo, I don't think I got this one here, says if our defense keeps playing like this, we'll do great moving forward.
True.
Quite honestly,
the offense will definitely can figure it out. If you were an Eagle fan, the big fear here was Jordan Love doing exactly what he did to the Cowboys this time last year and just being a playoff king, and it has not been the case. Love looks rough so far in this game. Jalen doesn't look much better, but Jalen trying to turn the football over. So that's the big difference.
Well, and the criticism too. The funny thing is, the criticism listening to some local Green Bay radio and getting some insight there before was like that Love has been too conservative over the last 4 or 5 weeks because it's like, oh hey, he hasn't thrown an interception. But they're like, yeah, but we want him to be aggressive. We want him to push the ball. But the struggle and the challenge and the concern, if you're the Packers fans, is like, okay, he's kind of done that, but it's paid in a negative way because he's thrown 2 turnovers, and it's been not good at all. So, yeah, I think you're in a decent spot. David with a 2 says, we are winning. D is playing great. We got this. I like the positive.
There you go. Excuse me, Kyle says positive that we've held a great offense to 0 points the first half on some bad luck for them. They missed a field goal. This game should be 28-31-0. I think it should be at least 24-3 is like what the true score should be right now. It should be 24-3.
That's fair.
But
Dylan Webb with a 2. All we need to be is better on third down. We're 1 for 6.
A lot of third and longs. That hasn't helped. 3rd and 12 is not easy. 3rd and 12 is not easy and not fun.
Let's not overthink the 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4s too. We've gotten a couple of those. A lot of them have been long third downs, but the couple 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, it's like either they're throwing the football or there's a penalty or something like that, just run with Saquon. It's usually a guaranteed 3 yards, then all of a sudden it's 4th and 1, even if it is, and you just run the brotherly shove. Like, I don't think that we need to complicate it more than, what we know that we can pick up. Jose with the 2. Crazy to think team stats are darn near close. That is fair. And
True.
Ward with a 5 says, I got PTSD from McNabb and his playoff dirt balls Jalen is throwing. I got faith, though, that he'll turn it around.
I like it. Yeah. A couple of I think the biggest shock for me, Josh, has been the offensive line not blocking well. They have had no answer for the Packer blitz, and that's kind of been their bread and butter. I mean, you talk about how great the offensive line is, and they have not been able to protect Hurts that well, and Hurts has been running for his life. For as bad as he's played, it's not like he's had clean pockets and is airballing and wide open receivers. Receivers are not open. They're getting kind of blanketed, sticky coverage, and they are definitely not giving Jalen enough time right now. That has been the big surprise so far.
Yep.
But it's better than 9 for 15 for 70 yards and 2 picks versus 6
true.
for 13 for, no interceptions. So either way, Bird's going to get the football. Here we go. Third
Game
quarter.
will be drastically different. Kickoff here, going to be returned by Isaiah Rodgers. Right side, 25, has a little bit of blockers, but he's going to be tackled there at the 25. So that is where Jalen Hurts and the offense will get the football. Donnell Shipley with the 5 says, why I'm sad? Because we haven't signed Zack Baun yet. It will probably happen. It's just going to be expensive and after the season. Omar with a 2, not concerned. Calm down, y'all. Breathe a little.
There you go. Yep, that sounds like what we need to do. Let's see. Run the football. Nice and easy here.
Yep.
Let's see that stellar drive.
Eagles open up with a second half touchdown, just a good, positive, solid drive. Do something here. That would be nice. Ball in 25. Jalen in the pistol. Motion Smitty to the right. Takes the snap. Handoff Saquon. First run. Going to go for about 4 yards on the left side. And there you go.
Positive yardage. That's what we wanted right there. As they're giving us the update from Aaron Andrews, talking to Nick Sirianni, saying get out of the rut. And I think you do that by running the football a couple times here and getting that first down. We see this sometimes too. When the offense struggles, that first down puts them into hurry up. Jalen settles down, makes some completions to the receivers, and they get rolling here. So first down run, 4 yards. We'll take that. 2nd and 6. Here we go.
Yep. No doubt. Ball on the 29. This time to be a handoff. Saquon again. Up the middle, has a hole. First down. And there you go. Up to the 36-yard line.
That's the biggest hole Saquon's had all day, running in between the A and B gap. He had a couple of nice runs outside of the tackles. That's the biggest hole he's had up the middle so far in this football game. He gets about 7, so it's not like it's a massive run, but that's the first hole the Eagle offensive line has really opened up, and of course they run right behind big 77 Mekhi Becton. There's a first down, and there's a quick huddle too. Here we go. A lot of Saquon this drive, Josh.
Keep it going. Keep feeding him. Eagles go with a little bit of tempo. Jalen under center this time. 10 on the play clock. Ball on the 36. Going to take the snap. Another handoff. Saquon met in the backfield. Spins past the first guy and then slips down for a loss of 2. But that would have been a loss of 4 or 5 if he hadn't broken or made the first man miss.
Yeah, well, there's your first negative play. It sets up 2nd and long of this drive. And this is the important down in this possession, because 2nd and 12 turns into 3rd and 12, and then the Eagles are backtracking, and they've not been able to convert any of the 3rd and longs. They got to get a chunk here and hopefully make it an easy 3rd and short. Going empty.
2nd and 12. Jalen going to take the snap. 4-man pressure. Has a little bit of time. Looking over the middle. Still time. Going to dance around left side now. Going to try to take off and run. And Jalen's hit and sacked. Dropping for a loss of 7 yards. It'd be a really long 3rd down.
Yeah, well, that looked a lot like the touchdown play where he had a lot of time, and got to look what the coverage did. I didn't see anybody open on either side. No one's open at all, but he just got to throw this one away, though. Eventually, you got to realize that this is not worth taking a 10-yard sack and killing this first drive. There's no one open, by the way. For those wondering, we just got the overhead camera. There is nowhere to throw that football. So what do you want him to do? But maybe not take that big of a sack, because now it's 3rd and 19.
Yep, 3rd and 19, not a whole lot to do here. Just don't turn the football over. Handoff Saquon, going nowhere. Gain of nothing back to the line of scrimmage. So 4th and 19, and there's your punt.
And there are the Boo Birds. Yep, that's exactly what we didn't want to happen to start, was a 3 and out, but that's what's going to happen. So, oh boy.
Chris, a second ago with the 5, did say this is low variance football. We are the better team. We don't need to be aggressive. Let's keep running it and protecting the ball.
Well, We had 2 good runs. You got the first down, and then a negative play, whether it's a penalty or a sack, it doesn't matter. It's been rough.
Here's a punt. Braden Mann gets it away. It was a really good punt, well deep, caught at the 12-yard line by Jayden Reed. Almost tackled there by Will Shipley. Breaks the first tackle, and then a really good tackle from Zack Baun at about the 20-yard line, I believe. So Packers.
Crazy Zack Baun. Sorry to interrupt there, but crazy. He's playing special teams, but you need some sure tacklers, and he's the guy to do it. So, all right, what does the defense have? Jordan Love's one throw away from being right back in this game, which is just, it's not good.
Nope,
not great. Good.
You wanted a little bit better on your most likely scripted first possession of the second half. That didn't happen. I mean, Jalen Hurts started out, 6 for 6? And then over his last 7 passes, he's 0 for 7 and 2 sacks.
Yep.
That's not great. There's tons, understandable, because people say that, but put Tanner in, Tanner McKee, put Tanner as, if anything, it would be Kenny Pickett. Regardless of if you want it to be Tanner McKee, it would be, Kenny Pickett that goes into the football game.
It's very true. Very true. It would definitely be Kenny Pickett because he is cleared and healthy today.
Eagle 1 with a 5 says, Justin Pugh tried calling the Vikings-Lions game. You guys are so much better at Go Birds. Okay, I didn't hear that, so I didn't realize that he tried calling that game. We appreciate the support. We're fans of Justin, so I don't know. I didn't get to hear that game, but I guess I appreciate the support. I don't know what else to say to that.
There you go. We do appreciate the support. Defense, is it crazy to ask for another turnover, Josh? I feel like we're being a little greedy here because we have 3. And if you would have just asked me, hey, you want 3 turnovers in this football game? I said, yes, we're going to win big. And
Absolutely.
Now I feel like we need another one, maybe 5. But how many did we have in that Commander loss? Wasn't it?
It was 5.
Didn't we have a lot? Yeah, it was 5.
Yeah, had 5 in that game, had 5 against the Cowboys. Although the Cowboys one was a 34-6 win in Dallas that were 5 turnovers. The Commanders one was a loss, of course.
Oh, man.
Yeah. They got to get a little better.
Still in commercial break. Boy, you got to hope the defense can make sure they don't go right down the field because the offense has been rough.
You don't think that they're going to that they're going to be able to pitch a shutout. So you will say that. Like at some point they need to, get going on offense a little bit more. 10 points. Not necessarily going to be enough. Is it Coloco, I believe, says with the 2, Hurts sucks out loud. Jason saying we didn't go QB2, we said Tanner.
Okay.
I know everyone's saying Tanner. The Eagles will go with whoever their QB2 is, which is Kenny Pickett. So I understand people are going to say Tanner. See if the defense though can hold serve again.
Come on, guys.
Ball in the 16, toss back to Jacobs, has a hole and plenty of running room. Brought down by Oren Burks, but a gain of 7 yards on first down.
That's a good tackle by Oren Burks. That was a toss right, and they pulled one of the guards and got out front, and that was some good blocking there as well. But sure tackle there from Oren Burks. It's been something that he's done a good job of when thrust into these situations. He played 2 straight games in for Nakobe Dean, and now he's going to play a lot more. Philadelphia advances, it seems, with the injury to Dean's knee, but got to make those open field tackles. He did there and saved only a 7-yard run from turning into about a 20-yard run.
Number 1 defense in the NFL's done pretty good so far. Another run this time. Jacobs makes the first man miss and a really good tackle. Quinyon Mitchell in the hole. I mean, that's your corner. We're not talking about Nakobe Dean or Zack Baun. Keeps it to 3rd down.
Yeah, this is a run right, and he bounces it back left. And if Q doesn't hang on here, there's nobody else home, I don't think. There might have been Reed Blankenship in the middle of the field, but that is a really good tackle. If that is not tackled there, he's probably gone because Blankenship's angle wasn't that great. Good tackle by Quinyanamo there. 3rd and 2, and Jordan Davis got to get off the field real quick. Too many men. There you go. Come on, 3rd and 2. Come on, guys.
Ball on the 24. Big 3rd down, first drive of the second half for the Packers. Jordan Love in the gun, 4 on the play clock. He's going to snap it just in time. 3-man pressure coming. He's got a little time over the middle. Complete Jacobs first down and then tackled by Oren Burks and a big conversion there.
Yeah, one-on-one with Oren Burks. They run halfback angle. That's that Texas route out of the backfield, and asking a lot for your backup linebacker to stick with number 8 one-on-one, and that was an easy pitch and toss and a first down there. That'll move the chains for Green Bay. Yeah, Burks got way lost. Listen,
way too simple.
He's good. He's a good backup. The Eagles have had really bad backups in the past, but they're going to target him a lot. He's going to have to really hold on.
Yep, definitely going to go after the weak link. 1st and 10, ball at the 35. Now Jordan Love going to throw to the right side. Kraft with the completion and push out of bounds by Reed Blankenship, but a gain of about 6 yards.
We need to see Jalen Carter wake up a little more, Josh. Watching the past couple of snaps, not getting a lot of push. There are days when the All-Pro is just in the backfield every single snap. It's not been today. That's not been the case. Couple of pressures. He had a really close chance to get a sack earlier in that second quarter, but not a lot from 98. 93 has been a little quiet, too, after that first drive.
Here we go. See if we can get something from the D-line. 2nd and 6 officially. We hand off Jacobs up the middle, and there we go. Jalen Carter with the first hit, but then Reed Blankenship and Oren Burks to finish off. I don't think that was Jacobs, was it? Was that Jacobs or was that Melton?
It was Jalen Carter exploding and getting into the backfield right after I said he didn't. He just obliterated the left guard, or the right guard, excuse me, and threw him to the side and made whoever the running back was. We don't have a picture of it right now. They're showing us Reed Blankenship. Got to him immediately and a good stop there. They might have given him forward progress for a yard, but big 3rd and 4 here. They're 4 for 8 on 3rd down so far.
Another third down.
Press man coverage, too. Here we go, finally.
5 on the play clock. Eagles showing blitz, and they're going to bring it. Jordan Love has a little bit of time, has to get rid of it quickly. Thrown deep, and it's caught. A deep pass there to Dontavian Wicks, and Reed Blankenship was right there. You felt like maybe an interception opportunity, but a leaping grab from Wicks and a big first down.
Reed slow to get off the field, too. His head might have hit the turf. Yeah, they come with 6, and Nolan Smith gets a free shot, and Love just throws a prayer to Wicks, who's in the slot, so one-on-one with Reed, and Reed just doesn't get in good position there, and Wicks is able to kind of body him out and box out and go get that football with very little contesting at the top, and now Avonte Maddox is in right now at safety, Tristan McCollum is in.
Ball at the 30 now. This is a run to Jacobs, breaks the first tackle and brought down by Avonte Maddox, as you said. A good tackle there.
McCollum. Wow. Reed's had concussion problems, and oh boy, this feels like a tipping point drive right now. This is getting a little scary.
Just a bit. 2nd and 3 now. Ball on the 23 of Philly. Packers putting together a good drive, converting multiple third downs. 7 to play in the third quarter. 9 on the play clock. Jordan Love motions Wicks to the left, takes the snap, 4-man pressure, has a little time now to roll left. He's going to try to throw it, deep shot, end zone, has a man, and it's tipped incomplete. Double coverage intended for Dobbs, brings up 3rd down.
Dobbs looks hurt, too. Yeah, there's Avonte Maddox making a really good play along with Quinyon Mitchell. Romeo Dobbs being hurt. He's still laying on his chest in the end zone. That's big. They already are missing Christian Watson. Great pass rush by, a hold in the offense, too. Yeah, It looked like Jalix Hunt really got in the backfield quick. He has been fantastic in a limited snap count, really the past 6 or 7 weeks, and they're still looking at Romeo Dobbs. That's big, and so a hold, too, backs him up. Let's see if this is a concussion-type sort of thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the helmet hitting the turf, just like with Blankenship. We go to commercial break.
And hopefully he's wearing the cap, so hopefully it's,
Yeah,
even if it is a concussion, it's less. But man, that's not a good way that his head hit the turf there. Appreciate the 5 from D. Smith. Says Hurts not sustaining drives is going to burn out the defense, and then we're going to have to they're going to start getting gashed. 10 points is nothing. Should have 16.
You're not wrong. I don't think he's wrong. That's that's the fear of that short lead.
Yep.
I love that. I love the pressure on Jordan Love there on that play, though. That was a really good job. They've done a really good job of getting close to him at times and disrupting those throwing lanes.
Yeah. I mean, so far, we're okay. I totally agree. There's concern. You got to have some drive sustained. You got to give the defense a rest. So far, it's still okay. I mean, possession 21 minutes to 17 for the Eagle, or in favor of the Packers. 37 plays to 32 in favor of the Packers. So it's not a drastic, like, we're not talking about 20 plays difference or like 10 minutes difference in time of possession. But if you have, like one or two more drives, then yeah, all of a sudden you're looking at it in the fourth quarter where, all right, hold on, defense, you're gas, but we can't do anything. By the way, shout out to almost 4,000 people on the stream. Appreciate you guys, and nearly up to 1,600 likes. Drop a like if you haven't already, and make sure to subscribe to both channels. Got all the crazy giveaways and videos, daily recaps, news, and all that, of course. Hopefully we're doing a recap video on a Eagles win. This one felt a lot better earlier on. Now it's got to make some stops, get some plays going, get the offense moving the football. Whew.
I'm with you. Long commercial break. That does not bode well for Romeo Doubs. Birds' last 4 possessions, Josh, 16 plays for 24 yards. Hurts 0 for 7 on his last 7.
Terrible.
Not good. Let's see what's going on with Doubs here. Doubs is still down. Wow.
Oh, no.
Holy cow. Now he's sitting. They've sat him up. Yeah, it's very much looks like a concussion, as we don't like to speculate, but he wears the Guardian cap. He had a concussion earlier in the season and goes up for the football and you land right in the head. And that's a big hit.
Jeez, yeah, that's big time. Wow. I didn't see that from the other angle, but yeah, it looks even worse.
It will be 2nd and 13. So they did get a hold. It was on Moro Jomo was the defender who got grabbed up on there, and yeah, that's going to back him up. But yeah, they're still working on Doubs. Now I'm going to run use the restroom again. I'm drinking way too much water. We'll be on a commercial break.
You're good. By the way, update from Dave Zangaro saying Reed Blankenship is back in the game. So I guess in terms of whether that was a concussion or whatever his injury was earlier, Reed is at least back out there. So Vontae Maddox will go back to the bench. Yeah, hopefully Doubs is okay. That did not look good. Man. Yeah, crazy the ebbs and flows of this game. I will say that. Just the starting out big time, a little bit of momentum, and you're like, okay, maybe not. Packers starting to move down the field, miss a field goal. Okay, offense, take advantage. Definitely, I mean, if you took the under on this game, you're probably feeling okay. The total, 45.5? We got 10 points halfway through the third quarter. Looking pretty solid. Eagles closed at 5.5-point favorites, so technically they're covering that line. Double watcher, this is feeling like 2023 again. How? In what way is this feeling like 2023 again? There's some stress, and John says beer time too stressful. That's going a bit far. I mean,
what do you say?
We had a comment saying this is feeling like 2023 again. I'm like, there's concern and some nervousness. I don't feel like 2023. 2023 would be the Packers have already scored 30 points, and what are we doing? Yeah, you start to think that people didn't watch the rest of the entire 17 weeks prior to this. I mean, Antonio says, I think I'd rather stop watching this. You guys are too negative. We're trying to dispel the notions. Maybe it's the chat that he's referring to. There's a lot of people in the chat, but I was like, what on earth? You see Doubs finally did get off, so hopefully that's okay, but does not look good for concussion. 2nd and 13. Ball moved back to the 34-yard line of Philly after the holding call. Jordan Love going to throw this time. Batted down at the line of scrimmage. I believe that was Jalen Carter or maybe Moro Jomo, but a 3rd and 13 coming up.
I think it is a 3rd. I think it was Moro Jomo, although they're putting the camera on Jalen Carter, so it might have been. Let's see. No, yeah, it was Jalen Carter. Good play. Big third down. I mean, I got to see where they're at in the field. I don't quite remember if they're still in field goal range or not, but it's that hold really backed them up. It's a long field goal if they don't get anything here. Where are they? Show us where the ball is.
34-yard line.
That's a long one.
And McManus has already missed, as you said. Jordan Love, 3rd and 13, will throw. Going to kick a deep shot. Left side has a man there, and there's going to be a flag on Quinyon Mitchell guarding Wicks. Oh, my gosh.
It is. Oh, my gosh. That's going to be at the 4-yard line. Is this on cue? It's a double move, and Quinyon grabs him. Yeah, he panicked. Oof.
Golly, he's got help, too, from CJ over the top. I don't think he needed that. I mean, I know there's some physicality there, but, man, he grabs him early, like you said. He just didn't need to.
He's on 3rd and 13, too, or 1st and goal. It's about to be 10-7. Oh, boy, this game. I'm sick.
Okay, 1st and goal. Come on, defense. Show up big time.
Come on.
Ball
5 penalties.
9.
Same amount of yardage, both sides. They've called it clean both ways, except for
Love
misses.
Under center. Be handoff Jacobs up the middle. Cuts to the left side. Now try to go back to the middle. He fumbled the football, and the Packers had it. Gosh, that's so close. Back at the line of scrimmage.
They got so lucky with Tucker Kraft being in the right area. This is, who knocks this out? He just drops it. He just dropped it.
Either
Lucky
he dropped
Tucker
it or
Kraft.
did it just hit the ground and fall out?
Well, yeah, but no one's touching. I think that would have stayed a fumble, though.
Yeah, I guess that's true. We had the Saquon one against the Jags where they
It would have
randomly
been very
called
close.
that one. So 2nd and goal, ball on the 8-yard line. Jordan Love in the empty set. He will throw. Takes a snap. Left side has a man there and overthrows or throws too far in front. Quinyon Mitchell in coverage. And I think that was Heath he was throwing to. 3rd down.
Yeah, we're starting to scrape the bottom of the wide receiver barrel right now. No Christian Watson starting this one. Now no Romeo Doubs the rest of the way. And that's a missed time between quarterback and receiver. I thought he had a chance there and just missed him. And so 3rd and goal. This is big right here. I mean, every 3rd down is, but this is a big one. It's basically 3rd and 8 essentially from the 8-yard line. Come on, defense.
Big opportunity. Can they hold him to 3? 5 on the play clock. Love an empty set, takes the snap. 4-man pressure, looking over the middle, has a little bit of time, throwing a deep shot there, and off the fingertips, incomplete. Melton was the intended receiver, and it's going to be 4th down. Wow, that was close.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good coverage by Q. It's man-to-man, and Quinyon is hanging on to him the entire time. He gets away at the end, but he leads him out of bounds. I don't think his left foot gets in either way. He's probably out, yeah, and so now a hold. That's a big hold. They're going to make it a 1-score game if McManus makes this chip shot, but it's better than 10-7. Holy cow.
Yep. Whew, the nerves and stress. This defense holding up, though. Here's the snap. Kick is up. It is good. 26-yard attempt. So first, 5:46 to play in the 3rd quarter. And that's finally whenever the Packers score.
Defense hasn't given up a touchdown, and yet we are all just begging for the offense to do something. You got to do something on this next drive. Defense can only hold on for so long, right? They can only hold on for so long.
Yep.
Oh, man.
It's a matter of time. You just assume and figure there's going to be a touchdown score. So, just make something happen. You got to take advantage. Oh, come on, guys.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
I mean, this would be huge. We need one of those. I mean, not, it could be shorter, I suppose, but really what would be fantastic is one of those 8-9 minute drives, 16 plays, score a touchdown to cap it off. Your defense gets rested. Then you're middle of the 4th quarter, up 17-3.
This game there's only a couple possessions left, Josh. I mean, we don't have a full 4th quarter, but I mean, you can only touch the football 4 more times the rest of the way. And it's a 1-score game. Anything can happen right now, and the offense is doing nothing. They have got to do something on offense right here. Oh, I'm just so nervous. Oh, I hate this. I just double-digit leads, you just can breathe. As soon as it gets to single digit, you just start the air gets heavier. It gets so much thicker. Oh, man, or thinner, I should say. It's so hard to breathe.
The Electron Cloud with a 2 saying, why does this offense look so bad? Well, there's Jalen, being out for a while. he even said he was asked in the press conference, because someone was like, did you at least get a chance to like review plays and watch film and go over game plan and strategy and all that other stuff? And the thought would have been yes, but he said no. Again, maybe he could. He's playing coy with the media. He said no based on being in the concussion protocol. So, you're out for 3 weeks, not able to really do much of that. You get a couple practices in and then good to go. So
maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, if the Eagles hang on here, when the Eagles hang on here, positive. When they do, that'll be the talk of the town all week, and maybe next week the Bird offense will come alive and silence the Bucks or Commanders, and everything will be fine. So we'll see, though. We shall see.
John North with a Kellen Moore should be replaced comment. I mean,
oh, here we go.
Come on, the extreme overreactions.
We're going to have a lot. If this score holds and they win by, 17, 14 or something really tight, it's going to be a rough day in the chat for the next couple of days. But just get a win, please.
As long as there's a win will at least temper a little bit of that. But, you got to get the dub.
This feels like the Falcon game in 2017. We couldn't do anything. It took a tip pass off the
miracle.
knee of Torrey Smith to kind of get things going. I mean, it feels exactly the same, and then it was the Avalanche in the NFC title game. So,
got a little bit more to go there, but as Bam Bam says, if you haven't already, hit the like button. We're up to almost 1,700. We'll try to get to that 2,000 mark between the streams of likes. Here's a kickoff now. Isaiah Rodgers will return to 20-25. 30 has some blockers, and he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
All right, what does the offense have for us? What do they got? Where's 11? 11's got one catch. What, 2 targets, maybe? Smitty's got 1 catch.
Got to get
something here.
Several guys involved, please. Whew. Yep, the nerves are full force here. 5:40 to play in the third quarter. Come on.
Calcaterra in for Goddard again.
Man, 1st and 10. Jalen's going to take the snap, this time left side. Barkley has some blockers and not able to make the first man miss. Still picked up 4. If Edgerrin Cooper did not make that tackle, he's picking up at least 15.
Yeah, 2 defensive players that barely played in that first matchup, Josh. One was Cooper DeJean, 1 snap on defense. Edgerrin Cooper only had 11. He barely played, and he's turned into one of the best young rookies in the National Football League, and you mentioned it. 2 blockers in front. If Edgerrin doesn't make that tackle, that's 10 and maybe more, and still they got 4. Come on. They got to get some throws going, though, Josh. They're so one-dimensional right now.
This time, handoff again. Saquon up the middle, and that time going to be a tackle made after maybe 2 yards or so. So you got a 3rd down and 4.
But at the same time, they're keying in on the run. They're just keying in on the run. They are not scared of any throws right now. 3rd and 3.
They know
Come
it's
on,
coming.
3rd and easy.
This time going to be fake handoff to Saquon. Jalen's rolling left side, going to try to throw over the middle. Has a man complete, wide open, Smitty to the 40, the 35, pushed out of bounds at the 32-yard line. And I don't know how DeVonta Smith got that wide open. There wasn't a man within 15 yards of him.
Well, there you go. Hurts was rolling to his left. DeVonta Smith also coming to the left. He's got to stop, turn his body, set the feet. First step there on making sure this is an accurate throw. He does all of those things and hits Smitty in stride, lets him run after the catch a little bit here. That is exactly what the doctor ordered. That's huge. Into Packer territory, the 34.
Yeah, big-time play there. Love to see it. Jalen now going to be throwing on 1st down. Left side, quick toss. Smitty caught at the 30 and pushing forward. Almost gets the 1st down before Xavier McKinney stops that momentum. It'll be a 2nd and 1. And it feels like don't get cute, just brotherly shove, get the automatic 1st down, keep going.
I'll run Saquon here personally. I'll brotherly shove
That's
on
true.
3rd down.
Fair.
I mean, Saquon has 74 yards on the ground. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like he's close to 100.
It actually does not. That is surprising. 1 yard needed here. 2nd and 1. Ball at the 24-yard line. 3:30 to play in the third quarter.
Packers have 7 guys all on the defensive line. They are coming here. What has Jalen got for a hot route?
Jalen takes the snap. Blitz is coming, like you said. Goddard with the catch. He breaks a tackle at the 10. He's still going the 5. Touchdown!
Yes!
Dallas Goddard! Oh, my gosh!
Yes!
Let's go!
That is all Jalen Hurts, Josh. We called it, right? 7 people walked up to the line. You knew they were coming on an all-out blitz. Hurts goes up, checks something, and they go with a little pick play at the bottom, and they rub the defender using A.J. Brown, and then Goddard just stiff arms his way into the end zone. Welcome back, 88. He's not played a full slate of snaps so far in this game. He makes the nice catch. That just, oh, man, tough stiff arm to the end zone. That is the drive we needed to go back up 2 scores, Josh. Thank goodness. That's what we needed.
24-yard touchdown. I mean, heck yeah. The fact that, like you said, Thomas, I mean, just holding on, and Jake Elliott, oh no.
Missed the extra point.
Oh my gosh. We can't have it all.
Oh,
we can't
Jake.
have it all.
Do they have to bring in a kicker next week if they advance, Josh? Honestly, that right there is that is brutal to watch right there.
I'm going to play the song because we still scored a touchdown and we're still positive. The only thing that I would say to that, Thomas, is like, I mean, at this point in the season, who are you going to find off the street that, like,
it's a good question.
That you feel, I don't know, markedly better? Because to, like, completely cut bait on Jake Elliott and be like, yeah, sorry, we're moving on. I just, you're up 13. Jeez, it would have been so much better, 17-3 right now. I know that's pessimistic, right? It's just, all right, we're okay. We scored. EAGLES Eagles, let's go. Almost up to 2,000 likes, by the way. Appreciate you guys. Jasper with the 2 said all the Hurts haters need to chill. He did get the touchdown pass.
It's a good drive.
Oh,
two passing touchdowns. That was a very good drive.
There is a problem. I mean, we've said it for weeks now, but like you can't deny, like people in the chat, I'm seeing a lot of it, the Missy Elliott and everything else. You can't deny there is an issue with Jake Elliott. There is an issue with the kicking game, but the problem and the challenge is that it's so far into the season. Again, it's like if you wanted to go out, like who's available that you go, oh yeah, we totally would trust you in a game clinching position to try to go out there and make a kick.
That's the worry. Yep. But let's just at least be positive because it's 16-3. And the defense is playing, even if they give up a touchdown, they're still going to have a 6-point lead. That is still big.
We're good.
But now the problem is, obviously, if they do score a touchdown, then you're only up 6 instead of 7. But the fact it's a 2-score lead and the defense is pitching a virtual shutout against Jordan Love cannot be overlooked.
Yep. We'll cross that bridge whenever we come to it.
Oh man, great check by Jalen Hurts. That's one that people are gonna forget about because he's not played well, but that was very important.
Yeah, I mean the fact that like AJ making that block, Goddard able to just catch it because it's thrown behind him, and Jalen has to get rid of it quick. But then just the physicality, Goddard said, "Get off me, man!" Just continue to run down the sidelines, stiff arms like twice.
Yep.
Love to see that.
Oh, man. All right, defense. Come on. 3:20 to go. It feels like there's no time left in this game, and yet there's still a whole quarter. It just, playoff games are so... Makes me sick. That's still a 5-play, 68-yard scoring drive, and Hurts was 3 for 3. So,
it's what we asked for.
There it was in the third quarter. We needed
Hurts did his job. It's what we asked for. Jake Johnson with a 5 said it's a business. What have you done for me lately applies heavily here with Jake Elliott. It totally does. It's completely fair. Yes. Here's the kickoff now. Keyshawn Nixon's going to try to return, and a great tackle there. Sidney Brown and I think Tristan McCollum at the 21-yard line.
Kick coverage has been good. Jake's not been kicking this one out of the end zone, almost trying to kind of see what they want to fumble the ball again after the opening kick, but they've done great in kick coverage so far today. As you see, Valentine and Xavier McKinney are chatting it up on the sideline because Valentine got beat pretty bad on that play. But, I mean, the Packers have brought that same zero blitz so many times, Josh, and the Eagles haven't been able to get a hot route or a quick throw behind them, and they finally do, and they burn it for a touchdown. More of that here will get them to back off, and hopefully they can run behind it.
Ball officially on the 22 now. Brandon with a 2 said, Howie should sign me. I'm your man to be the kicker. So I don't know,
there you go,
Brandon, how good you are, but maybe. Jordan Love, first down pass over the middle. Josh Jacobs complete wide open. Tackle made by Zack Baun, but after a 14-yard gain.
Yeah, he was wide open. There was nobody close. I'm not exactly sure what was going on there, but goodness gracious, wide open.
Yeah, that was just a very odd look for why Jacobs was so wide open there. First down, 2:50 to play in the third quarter. Eagles obviously up 16-3. Squinkstein with a 2 said too late to move on now. Got to get Jake right.
True.
We're feeling Rhett with a 20 bomb. Said, let's go. Everyone relax, please.
Love it.
Nice to get a defensive stop here. Jacobs running left side. It makes the first man miss. I feel like I say that just about every time, but does get brought down after that up to the 42-yard line.
Zack Baun was visibly upset with himself because that could have been a tackle for maybe a gain of half a yard. And instead, Jacobs is going to get 4. But still, they bottled up Josh Jacobs pretty well. Knock on wood. Hopefully that stays this way. But they bottled him up really well. Only 63 yards on the ground total.
Yep. Keep it going. All right, 2nd and 6. Big play here. 2 minutes to play in third quarter. Pressure coming. Love over the middle. Complete read. Big first down at the 46-yard line. Tackled by Reed Blankenship, and he's hurt.
Wow. That's another Packer receiver, and he's holding his arm. He took a shot to that arm. They delayed nickel blitz here on the person supposedly guarding Jayden Reed. It was, I think it was DeJean who came, and he was just too late. And then this is a big hit by Blankenship right on that right arm. That one hurts.
Yeah, that was a great tackle.
Yeah, it's not good. That could be their 3rd receiver lost just in this game, Josh.
Golly, that's wild.
Big first down, though. Oh man, yeah, he's that arm is limp. That's exactly what you saw their guard do, or their tackle, excuse me, earlier in this game.
Yeah, it does not look good. He's being helped off the field, holding that arm, going to the medical tent. See if he's able to return at some point. But the Swiss Army knife, probably the best weapon, maybe outside of Jacobs, for the Packers. Ball on the 45 now officially, though. First down, handoff to Jacobs up the middle. He's going to gain about 3 yards before Oren Burks and Jalix Hunt bring him down.
I mean, you don't have a starting receiver out there besides, I guess, Dontavian Wicks, who's really the 4 on this team when everyone's healthy. Now is the time to maybe get a little more aggressive defensively and make sure they don't run it down your throat. They haven't done a good job either way, but I'm challenging these receivers. I'm giving some one-on-one opportunities and making Jordan Love carve me up. It hasn't really happened so far today. Tucker Kraft now becomes probably their number 1 option, and he's motioning across the formation right now.
Here we go. 2nd and 7. Jordan Love under center. This time they play action. Has a little bit of time. Steps up in the pocket. Left side throw and incomplete. Wanted to go to his running back. Zack Baun read it all the way.
That was really dangerous. I am not sure why Jordan Love decided to just run full speed towards the line of scrimmage, then stop and throw this back. And, boy, Zack Baun got close there. That was scary. 3rd and 7.
Big third down. Ball on the, 40... Is it the 40-yard line of Philly?
Yep, it should be.
12 on the play clock, the 42 of Philly. 50 seconds remaining in this third quarter. 5 on the play clock. Love in the gun. Stamps his foot, takes the snap, looking over the middle. Now right side, complete. That's Wicks in a first down, right at the sticks. Man.
Well, there's 4 defenders all sitting in a zone, and somehow Dontavian Wicks found the tiny little area, and Jordan Love and that arm talent zips that one right in there for a first down. That's a fastball right into the gut of Dontavian Wicks, who takes a shot too, but it's a big third down conversion. They desperately needed that one in a 2-score game, and they got it.
Yeah, you can see CJ after that play, was kind of in disbelief almost that he wasn't able to jar the ball loose, but 1st and 10, ball on the 32 of Philly. Jordan Love going to throw again. This time he completes it, and Wicks makes the big hit and drops it incomplete. Wow, he took a big shot there.
Yeah, Slay came in, and Wicks' helmet and head were pointed down, and Slay hit him with his chest, and that's a tough drop there, but that's 2 hard hits back-to-back for Dontavian Wicks, and he is wincing with his hands on his hips. 7 seconds in the third quarter, 2nd and 10, Josh. That would hurt.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would be shocked here. It looks like they're letting him. I mean, the way that he took that hit and the way he was wincing, that he wouldn't be, told to go off the field for concussion protocol, but he's still on there. 2nd and 10, Love in the gun, 3 seconds on the play clock. See if he can get the snap off. Just does before delay of game. Run to Jacobs, up the middle, has a hole, breaks the first tackle, still running the 15, the 10, the 5, the 2, and I think he just scored. Yeah, touchdown.
Are
Josh
you
Jacobs.
kidding me? How many defenders did they have on his back? Oh, man.
This is going to be
He might be.
maybe short by, I think it'd be like at the
short.
half-yard line.
Holy cow. That's like a 25-yard run, and there's 8 defenders getting a hand on him.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, this is
Jalen
definitely
Carter,
short.
Jalen Carter had a chance. I mean, he had a bad angle because of the block, but he had a chance in the backfield to bring him down for a loss. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Eagles that officially touched him after that.
Man.
That's so bad.
Couple of big third down conversions on this drive.
Yeah. Fletcher's saying missing Dean is huge. It is. Missing Nakobe Dean's in there. I don't think that happens. I really don't. Wow.
End of the third quarter, and they're in scoring position. That touchdown, that previous drive is so important, though. Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's a big run. Jacobs has been slowed down the entire day, and then that's the first big run. And they could not do anything to get him on the ground.
Yep. I'm just concerned about that missed extra point. You'd be feeling so much better if you had the extra point made, because you're like, all right, sweet, we're up 14. Even if they score, you're up 7. Whew. All right. Going into the fourth quarter, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Go for it. Oh, man. All right. Okay, let's read some comments. I know we're going to have some negative people here. If they get another touchdown, if we can get another touchdown, we should win, says Beat. Well, I agree. Saquon take over the fourth quarter. Some positives. I like that. Yeah. We'll be okay, guys, says Storm 7. Oh, man. This is just one of those games. It'll be one of those low-score, grinded-out games, and Philly's going to need one more. One more. Anything to get in a field goal range. One more. Uh, 4,000 people watching. I appreciate that. If we lose, fire Nick, says Tay. I think there'll be a lot of firing Jake Elliott. There'll be a lot of people asking for Jake to be gone if we lose by 1 point, because that extra point. But the fact they still have a 2-score lead as of entering the fourth quarter, which can change rapidly, is still massive. It's still massive. Much time's left. They're starting the fourth quarter. Starting the fourth quarter. Need a long drive, says John Benito. That's exactly what they need. They need a nice long drive to get in the end zone, or at least get a field goal and keep it 2-score. That is the ultimate goal, as they're about to bring us back here from commercial break. And they have ruled him down at the 1, and so he will not be credited with the touchdown, which is good. But, boy, Oren Burks went for an arm tackle that was not even close. It was really a terrible idea for Oren Burks to try to arm tackle there. When watching, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I got a signed DeVonta Smith football, giving away at 80,000 subs. So anyone hit the sub button, giving that away hopefully soon. But more important things are on the docket right now, and that is a 1st and goal. So they have counted him short, Josh, but it is at the half-yard line. So probably a run, and it'll be a 1-score game here quickly. Offense is going to need a drive. Here we go. 3 tight end look. Jacobs alone setback. Give Jacobs, and he is going to be in. Second lunge has got it. I think he got it. Touchdown. Yep.
He's just insane. I mean, give him some credit. He's just stopped on the first push, able to go again.
All him that run. All him on that run. All right, man. Josh, you need about an 8-minute scoring drive here. You need any sort of score, and you're going to feel really good about yourself, but anything but a 3 and out. You've got to go score right now.
Yeah.
This game, and again, the fact that it's 16 instead of 17 makes it a lot more gut-wrenching.
Oh, no. If you could get like I know we can talk about like best case scenario, but if you could get like an 8-minute drive, score a touchdown, get the 2-point conversion, that would be lovely.
Extra point up and good. So it is a 6-point game. So that Jake Elliott extra point is starting to loom a little large here. Oh, another commercial break. They are really trying to get as many as they can in here real quick, but definitely going to need a score. Where's Saquon? Where's the 60-yard Saquon? Gardner Johnson is in the medical tent, by the way.
I mean, they're dealing with injuries too. Man, it's like every time we're like, hey, well, who else is getting banged up? It's a physical game.
He's checking his hand, maybe. So we'll see. But we'll see if he comes back.
Both of these teams are
Oh, man.
All right. Saquon's got 15 carries so far, right? So, like, you need to just run the football. Yes, Jalen can get involved too, but if you can take advantage of Saquon, get the clock to keep moving. I mean, like you said, Thomas, if they get a field goal, you're up 9, so it's a 2-possession game. But if they were to get a touchdown as Jayden Reed is walking off the field, so that's not a good sign for Green Bay.
Yeah, their whole offense is banged up right now. That's why I was saying right before the touchdown run, you got to sell out for Jacobs now. They don't have anybody on the outside that scares you.
Yeah.
Got to sell out for the run. As McManus kicks this one dead center, and it is going to be returned. No, it's going to be knee down. Okay, so Isaiah Rodgers takes the knee, and no return there, and so ball goes back to Philadelphia. They had a nice drive. They had a really nice drive, but they have not gotten that big Saquon Barkley hit yet, Josh. We desperately need the big Saquon Barkley run right now. Right now.
Yeah, you gotta get something.
Oh, man. Here we go. Fourth quarter of a playoff game, and you got the lead.
Nervous.
That's all we could have asked for, right? That's all we could have asked for.
Yeah.
Be positive.
Man, that's unreal.
Here we go. Come on, Jalen. We need it, baby. We need it. Birds moving left to right. Start quarter number 4. Hurts was 3 for 3 and a touchdown pass on the final drive. They'll start this one at the 30. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his left. Motion DeVonta Smith across the formation. Quiet day from A.J. Brown, bottom of the formation. Hurts will throw. Looks across the middle all day. Now fires. And that is a one-handed catch by Dallas Goedert. Got a first down. Good for 10. And that looked just like that one-handed grab against the Saints all the way back before the bye week. And actually a really good throw. Goddard just took one hand out there to stop it, gather it, and a big first down and move the chains. That's massive to start the drive.
That is dangerous right there, too, because sometimes you see that one get tipped and picked off. But, man, good play from Goddard back to back.
First down up to the 30. Hurts now 10 for 17, 110 yards. Here's a RPO. He's going to keep it and run up the middle, and he got about 5, and a good run there by Hurts, who will get up. Has not been afraid of contact so far in this game and gets 5 there. So a little read option. Haven't seen that many times. And the clock will start to run. The Birds do a little hybrid huddle here and get to the line. 14:02 to go fourth quarter in a 6-point game. Birds moving the football at their own 45. 3 receivers bottom of the formation, including Grant Cacatera. Goddard, the lone tight end, on the other side. Hurts in the gun. This will be a handoff to Barkley up the middle, and he's going to have the first down, I think. It's going to be close. It was 2nd and 4, and he's got it across the 50, so right at the 50, and that'll be another first down. Just what the doctor ordered, Josh.
Keep going, baby. Just keep this momentum. It's usually better whenever they have this hurry up and they're to keep the up-tempo game going. Start marching.
Yeah, they're going to go up-tempo because points are more important than clock chewing right now in a one-score game. So they need to hurry up here. And now they're letting – what are they doing here? They're slowing down and they're resetting the game clock. And are they going to measure?
Really? They want to –
Oh, no, it's 3rd and 1. They didn't give him the first down, so it's third and 6 inches. So I guess we get our first look at the brotherly shove.
Okay.
Huh. Well, it was close, and so here we go. First look at the brotherly shove. Jeez, and the ref is still standing over the football. Finally, he gets away, and the Birds can line up in the brotherly shove. So see if they get their first tush-push success here. Hurts is going to throw it. It's a brotherly shove pass. They're going to lob it to A.J. Brown. It's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, wow. It was a little too far. Okay, so there's a little wrinkle. We knew they had some. Oh, wow, but now it's 4th and 1. I guess the confidence in the brotherly shove, that was crazy. Oh, man. This is good. I mean, this here, and AJ's open.
I like
Just
the trickery. He's open. He's got a half a step, but I know it's an automatic play. Golly, you got to get it.
4th and inches. Hurts takes it, and he got it. First down. Okay.
Whew, man.
Oh, I did not. Yeah.
My heart rate, I think, just hit 150 after we had to go for it there. It shouldn't. I know because it's automatic.
Thank goodness.
Jeez.
Holy cow. I actually thought Hurts bobbled this, but he didn't, and that was good by about 2 or 3 yards. So, crisis averted. That could have been a play we talked about for the next 8 months if he didn't get that one there.
Yep.
So, either way, first down. That's their second so far this drive into Packer territory, the Packer 48. Hurts in the pistol. Calcaterra and Goddard in 12 personnel tight to either side. They'll take the snap and turn, give Barkley run left side. Blockers in front, but doesn't go too far. And he's going to get down maybe 3 yards. They might have gotten him 4. That's been kind of the day for Saquon Barkley. He's approaching 100 yards rushing, but not a lot besides that early first down run for about 17, I think is still his longest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, longest run there. Still 4.7 per carry, 17 for 80 yards. It's kind of a quiet 80 yards.
2nd and 7 now from the 45. Hurts takes the snap, looks right. They're going to go screen pass to Saquon, catches it with not a lot of room, and lowers the shoulder and gets more than he should have. And now it'll be 3rd down and short. And I think we got a late flag. Okay, it's going to be a late hit out of bounds by McDuffie. That should be an automatic first down. Ooh, that's big.
Oh, that'd be big time right there. If they call this.
I thought it was a little short. Let's see. They're all huddled up. Don't pick this up. This is one they might pick up. Nope, personal foul. Late hit out of bounds on the defense.
Go.
That's big. That is big.
Woo,
15 yards,
okay.
too, and you avoid a 3rd down. Oh, that is big.
Keyshawn Nixon with the...
Ooh. He's pretty far out of bounds, I would say, and then shoved him. Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Yep. I'm not sure, I will say this, I'm not sure that he could violently throw Saquon down like Saquon went down. Maybe a little bit of helping, but it was still way out of bounds.
6 feet out of bounds. Yeah, jeez. All right, we'll take it. We will take that. This is the drive the Birds were looking for. Penalty number 6 on the Packers for 60 yards. Philadelphia 4 for 44. But the ball is all the way up at the 26-yard line of Green Bay. They have marched just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10. 12:08 to go in a one-score game. Hurts under center. Barkley the lone setback. They're going to give it to Barkley right side. Nice size hole, and then he gets tackled at the 20. Boy, he was about a person away. And is he okay?
Yeah,
he got up. I think he was... He's bounced up pretty quick, but he's going to check out of the game. Yeah, he's looking at that left hand. He's flexing it, though. It's moving. He seems to be okay. We'll see how long he stays out. I thought he was 1 tackle away from getting a first down there.
I thought he was too. Yeah, that was... If he had broken that tackle, he probably is gone. Up to the 20 now.
He seems to be okay. He's just standing on the sideline, not getting a lot of attention. 8th play. 8 plays now. 9th play of the drive. 50 yards so far. Gainwell's in. They're in pistol. Hurts takes the snap. Turn give Gainwell running right side. Bounces it outside. There goes Gainwell. He's got a first down. And that's a nice run there for number 14. And he signals his way for another Bird first down. And this is the drive we were looking for, Josh. Slow, methodical. Take some time. Get into the red zone. We need points here as Saquon Barkley checks in with a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go. Good sign from Saquon. Playoff Kenny, though, making those plays.
Needed it.
Come on, guys. This is what we were talking about, Thomas. You said, get a play, get a drive going here. 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter in the red zone.
Be smart, need 6 from the 18. This will be a quarterback keeper left side. Hurts is going to try to bounce it outside, and he's got not a lot of room, and then gets shoved out of bounds by Valentine. I think forward progress will give him maybe 2. There is a flag as well, and that's going to be a hold on the Eagles, and so that backs them up. They're going to get DeVonta Smith on a hold, a known not-so-great blocker, and yet they still like to run behind DeVonta Smith for whatever reason.
Yep.
Oh, man.
And you see the jersey come up, and that's probably going to be called every time.
Yep.
A little embellishing to help it, but yeah.
Yep.
1st and 20.
Yeah, and it makes the field goal longer for Jake Elliott, which is going to be the quietest you could hear Lincoln Financial Field ever if Elliott's going to have to kick this to make it a 2-score game. Not yet, though. Still 1st and 20. 10:40 to go, 4th quarter. 16-10 Philadelphia. They've marched really well in this drive. Play number 11 upcoming. But they're all the way back at the 24-yard line. And obviously Elliott made a 37-yarder earlier and then missed an extra point. So he's sitting on a miss. 1st and 20. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his left. No A.J. Brown on this drive at all. He's at the bottom of the formation. Hurts slow things down. 5 in the play clock. Barks out commands to the offensive line. Got to hurry things up. 3 in the play clock. 2 in the play clock. 1 gets the snap off. 4-man pressure looking left. Throws left. Easy catch and catch. Caught DeVonta Smith. About a 7-8 yard gain. He refuses to go down. A bunch of Packers come in to try to throw him out of bounds. And it'll be 2nd down and probably 13. That's fine. Get a little chunk back.
I can appreciate that play. Get him close.
All right, 2nd and 12. They gave him 8 officially there. Ball on the left hash right now. Philly back in the red zone after the penalty up to the 16-yard line. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his left. Calls for the football. They'll throw again with a 4-man pressure. Looking right, now coming back to the right. Steps up. There's a flag. Hurts is going to run here, but this is going to be called back with a penalty. Hurts is going to get tripped up with a gain of about 4, but this is going to come back and be another hold. And the Eagles are going further back with Jake Elliott, a field goal looming right now. This is, oh, man.
I'm getting very nervous right now because you're going to feel like they have to kick a field goal. And
They got Lane Johnson, and Lane Johnson fell down. He slipped and then put his hand on, I believe it's, can't tell, I think it's Gary. 2nd and 22 now, so they're further backing up right now. Oh, my gosh, the idea of a Jake Elliott kick is making me just want to vomit.
Saquon on the sideline. Maybe getting just a rest. Oh,
okay,
boy.
2nd and 22 back at the 26-yard line. So they keep going across the 20 and then back. Yeah, I don't like that. And Philly has to burn a timeout, even worse. Oh, my goodness. It's just crazy where we're at because a field goal makes us a 2-score game, which makes it so much more palatable with 9 to go in the fourth quarter. But a missed field goal here is just, oh, my goodness. It's sickening.
And that's the sad part is, like, you and me, if we're sitting here, I mean, even a year ago, but, like, if you're like, hey, ask Jake Elliott to make the field goal, for sure. Right? You're even with the penalties, you're looking at a 43-yard field goal. You're like, okay, yeah, Jake's going to make that. But now, I mean, a 30-yard attempt, we'd still be like, maybe he makes it. I don't know. It's just the concern and fear of, like, nothing is automatic there. Oh, come on, guys.
Oh, man.
Get it close.
Come on, guys.
Get it
Come
closer
on, guys.
for him.
Yeah, right. 2nd and 22. At least get this inside the 20 and make this just line it up for him. Just line it up for him.
C Love says I don't trust a 9-point lead. I would trust a 9-point lead personally.
A lot more than a 6. A lot more than a 6.
Yeah. The biggest thing so far right now, I know they got to try to get 22 yards or at least get closer, is you're getting your defense a rest.
True. This is play number 11 on a 6-minute drive. I started at the Eagle 30, now at the Packer 24. Hurts in the gun, Gainwell to his right. 2nd and 22, he'll throw. 4-man pressure, looks left, throws left. That's caught underneath by Goddard. Tries to spin forward across the 20 down to about the 17-yard line. It's a good chunk. That'll make it at least 3rd down and not 22. That's a gain of about 10, I think, and take what the defense gives you there and take your chances here on a much closer 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a
shot
good
at
play.
the end of that. Yep.
Hurts getting rid of it quicker as well. I mean, saw Goddard, take what you can.
3rd and 13. So about 9 on that last play. Here we go. Oh, man. 3rd and 13 from the Packer 16. Hurts in the gun. Gainwell stays in. Dotson slot to the near side. 8:22 to go in a 6-point ball game. You have points here. They run the option. Hurts is going to keep it. Hurts gets across the 15 to the 10, makes a man miss, and then falls down, holds the ball. He'll be short. And they are going to be kicking a field goal, Josh. But that looked like it was going to go backwards, and Hurts kept it, which turned out to be okay. I don't know if I love the play call, but you're in field goal range, hopefully.
I don't like the play call either. I know sometimes if you cut outside, you're avoiding contact. It's not going to be as vicious, but it seems like every time that Jalen goes outside, he takes a bigger hit than he would if he just slides or go down early up the middle. Come on, Jake.
Hold your breath. Here we go.
Oh,
4th and 8. It's a 30-yarder from the left hash. No wind today at the link. Snap, hold, kick up. It is good. He got it.
Whew. Okay. 30-yarder. I know that we shouldn't be sweating it like that, but 2 possession, 19 to 10.
Okay. That is huge to get points on that drive.
Oh,
huge
boy.
to get points on that drive. 2-score game, no matter what.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
Doesn't feel like it should be that difficult at times to be sitting there with a 30-yard attempt, but oh boy, okay, that does feel a whole lot better.
Under 8 minutes to go, and so only so many more possessions for Green Bay. You know Philly will touch it again no matter what, and they will touch it again with a lead. So that is big there. And now, is it too much to ask for another turnover, Josh? I think we've gotten a lot here. Can we ask for one more?
I think we could get there. I think we could. By the way, almost or over 4,500, almost 5,000 people between the streams. So we do appreciate you guys for that. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Got some crazy giveaways, tickets, and signed Smitty football from Thomas as well. There's also almost 2,000 likes. So just drop a like real quick. We got to get there.
Appreciate
it has
that.
some, outside effect on how the game goes. But much earlier, B with a 2 said, I want to see Tanner McKee. Had a number of those comments.
We've seen a lot of those. I don't think you do, honestly. But, yeah.
Cranky Cletus with the 5 saying, have faith. Let's go, Birds. All right. I can appreciate
Have
the
faith.
positivity
Have
there.
faith.
We're out. It's a 2. Regardless of how this game has gone, like, honestly, if you just boil this thing down, sure, you could say, well, they should have done this. Oh, they could have done this. What, like a 2-possession lead midway through the fourth quarter. Everyone would sign up for that. If I told you, hey, it's going to be 2-possession lead midway through the fourth quarter. So, like, we got this. We're going to be fine. There's some anxiety. There's some stress no matter what, but we're going to be okay.
Oh, man. Big exhale, though. Big exhale for old Jake the making that. Holy cow. Big exhale.
It's crazy that a 30-yarder feels like that, but it is. It is exactly the case.
All right, they're going to come back from commercial break here. All right. Here we go. Defense. One more stop, really. One more stop feels like it does it, even though there's still 8 minutes left. But it gets the ball back, you milk more clock, and then it's a 2-score game with 3 minutes left, and that's about it.
Yep. All right, guys, let's go defense. Man, if you got one more, I know we've asked a lot from the defense today, just 10 points, but man, if you got one more turnover takeaway,
all we need. 7:33, officially the time left. 19-10 Philadelphia. Birds got 2 timeouts. Green Bay has all 3 of theirs. Remember, Jayden Reed is out of this game. Romeo Doubs also out of this game. Packers going to have to throw their way to win this one, and they're missing all of their top targets. Elliott, fresh off the field goal make, puts his right foot on it, line drive, angling, and it's going to take a bounce and go at the back of the end zone. And so no return possible, and then Jordan Love will get the ball at the 30. 7 minutes from another home matchup next week.
What?
A.J. Brown is reading a book on the sideline. That doesn't look good.
What on earth is that?
Create some drama there. I wish he wouldn't do that.
I would love to know.
Hanging out.
I can't tell what that is, but I don't. That's so weird and random.
Yeah, he's laughing on the sideline now, but that was random.
Let's get locked in.
1st and 10, ball at the 20. Jordan Love 15 of 26 for a $152 and 2 picks. Does he have one more in him? First play will be a fake handoff and throw. Love steps up in a dirty pocket, dumps underneath, caught by Jacobs, who's going to have enough for the first down. Stays inbounds and finally brought down by Cooper DeJean. That's a gain of 15 on first down, but he stays in bounds, and that'll keep the clock moving. He's still slow to get up, though, and he'll check himself out of the game.
Yeah, and this is the continual mismatch. I mean, they see Oren Burks, and you're just going to take advantage of it. They've done it most of the game since Nakobe Dean went out and continue to go there.
You're right. That was Burks again, trailing in coverage. 1st and 10 across the 34. This will be a first down handoff. Up the middle, immediately tackled there is, who got him? It was Baun on Wilson. And so only a gain of about 4 to be 2nd down and 6. And Jacobs is staying on the sideline as he is grimacing and bent over now. Looking at the groin, maybe? He's limping, though.
Man, they've suffered a ton of injuries. I know we've had a couple as well, but gosh.
Their whole offense is basically with second stringers right now. From the offensive line to the running backs to the wide receivers. 2nd and 6. 6:25 to go here, fourth quarter. Ball at the Packer 37. Love in the gun. 2 receivers slot to the near side. Takes the snap with a 4-man pressure. Looks right, throws caught Kraft, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds short of the line to gain by Zack Baun. Good coverage there by the All-Pro, and that's a gain of only about 3. And so here comes your first 3rd down as the clock continues to run with 6:09 to go to be 3rd and 3.
Man, they keep showing Jacobs on the sideline.
He doesn't look good.
He does not look like he's going to be able to come back in.
Not look good. 3rd and 3. Packers 6 for 11 on 3rd down. This is a short one, though. Only got to get to the 44-yard line. Ball at the 41. 14 on the play clock. 5:49 to go in a 2-score game. Love barks out commands the offensive line and stands back in the gun with Wilson to his right. Takes the snap. They're going to hand it off to Wilson. Didn't get it.
Go!
He got stopped immediately, and that is Nolan Smith. What a play there. It'll be 4th down. And you got to go now in a 2-score game.
Yeah, they do. You called it there, though. I mean, Nolan Smith beating the matchup there, getting past Tucker Kraft, nowhere to go, stopping the run. This is it. This might be the game.
3. This is probably the game here. 4th and 3. They did not get a single yard. They stay at the 41-yard line. Line to gains the 44. Loving the gun. Wilson to his left. 13 on the play clock. Barkin commands the offensive line. Now steps back into the gun. Moves Wilson to his right. 2 receivers at the top, 3 at the bottom. Takes the snap. 4-man pressure. Looks right. Throws right. That is going to be out of bounds.
He's out. He's out.
No, he's out.
Let's go. Come on. That's incomplete.
Oh, he was wide open, too, and he just lost where he was at on the sideline.
Let's show the replay just to be official. He's jumping up. He had an opportunity there. Oh, clearly.
Yeah.
He's clearly out of bounds. Let's go.
Not
That's a
even
turnover
close.
on downs.
Oh, my gosh.
4:58 to play. Are you kidding me? Up 2 possessions. 4:58 to play. Oh, my gosh. That's huge.
Ooh, that was close. That was close.
Is big time. Wow. Okay.
Boy, yeah, you talk about scraping the bottom of the barrel with your receivers. I didn't know who Heath is. Holy
They're
cow.
going, to the last of people there. Squincy with the 2 said AJ's book equals 37 hours of Philly sports talk content.
Yep.
I suppose so. Somebody was saying that it was the Bible. It might have been. I didn't know. It's just hard to tell what
Didn't
was
look
even,
like it.
It
didn't look like
a
it.
traditional Bible cover, but
No.
it could be, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That is
reading
a huge stop. Man, I feel so much better. I know it's not over, but 5 minutes, Packers have 3 timeouts. If you could pick up a couple first downs,
that's it.
I mean, if you score, okay, we're phenomenal, but just a couple first downs, whew, come on. We are almost there. As Ace Jory says, yeah, Saquon, in quotes, get your popcorn ready.
Looks like we're hopefully going to be, oh, man. It's maybe going to be on to the divisional round. Oh, man. Hang on there, guys.
Crazy. Maybe it's not always pretty, but
oh, man.
So far, so good. If we could do
Find
that.
a way to win.
Yeah.
Find a way to win.
Chris with the 2 says 33-yard touchdown from Barkley ends this for good.
Yep.
I would.
And then we win by double digits like I predicted, and it's all fine. We won't have any drama the rest of the week until the next round versus Tampa or the Vikings or the Rams. So
yeah. It's, there might be, a few bit of drama there, especially if it's Tampa. I know without a doubt. If it's,
do you think it's gonna be Tampa?
People are gonna be. I don't know. I could see the Commanders definitely winning, but if it's if the Commanders win, then you get the Vikings, maybe the Rams. I just think in terms of drama wise, if it's Tampa, people are gonna go, oh, I don't know. Jalen plays terrible here. He's got Tampa. That's his Achilles heel. Just freaking out. So.
All right, come back from commercial break as the Packers are all looking doom and gloom as the clock is their biggest enemy right now. 4:58 to go. They do have all 3 timeouts, but it's a 2-score game. That field goal by Jake Elliott is as big as it comes. Positive here is a turnover on down, so ball at the Packer 41. Hurts in the gun. Time for Saquon to close this thing out in the pistol. Now they move the pistol. Excuse me. Hurts calls for the football. Turn give Barkley left side, and he gets past the first line and then tackled after a gain of about 4. And so that'll be a microcosm of Saquon Barkley's day. Not a lot of free running for the All-Pro, and DeVonta Smith limps off the field. Okay? People are dropping like flies. Oh, no, he's limping back to the huddle. So that's good. Yeah, he had a blood on the jersey.
Money Matt with a 2. I didn't see a comment. We appreciate the support, Matt. Thank you for that. Peter with a 5 also says, they got this. Go Birds. They do, Peter.
Hopefully so.
We're almost
Hopefully so. Packers use their first timeout. So obviously getting down to crunch time here. 4:53 to go. It'll be 2nd down and 5. And a 19-10 football game. The Birds have led the entire way. Hadn't felt that way at times. Ball's at the 36. So you're almost in a field goal range to really, really put this one away. 2nd and 5. Hurts back in the pistol. And again, this feels like Barkley all the way. I don't know if they're going to let Hurts throw again. 3 in the play clock. Hurts takes the snap. Turn give Barkley, and he's going to be running into a big wall of Packers, and he might have gotten a yard. And so it'll be second down and 4. And they hit him late. That's going to be a penalty flag. Yep. How about that? What
Automatic. It's idiotic there.
Yeah. That's probably the ball game.
That's what, 3 seconds after the whistles are blowing?
No need. The whistles have blown. They just frustration piles on, and now we have back-to-back drives where unsportsmanlike conducts are going to give the Eagles incredible field position.
My gosh.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Offensive line comes to help. Yeah, you don't want Jordan Mailata getting in your grill. Back out of that one. Oh, man, and he is getting a mouthful from Matt LaFleur right now. Yep, you figured. That'll stop the clock, 4:47, but an automatic first down for Philadelphia, extra 15 yards. That is massive.
Whew. All right, well, yeah, automatic first down, like you said, 2 timeouts remaining for him.
Yeah, look at that. Matt LaFleur is giving him just an absolute earful as they feel their playoff lives are slowly coming to an end right now in a 2-score game as the clock is got about 4.5 left.
Yeah, it looked like Slayton was almost in tears as he was coming off there. The 2 from Dan Morris, appreciate that, says, "Let's go Birds," watching from Coventry, UK. Heck yeah. Watching from everywhere. Still have 2 timeouts, it looks like. Is it Manuela also with a 2 saying, where did you get the Saquon shirt? Looks sick. This is from Die Hard Addicts. DieHardAddicts.com. Use code Philly Special. There's a 15% off. They were sold out, I think, the last couple weeks, so it might not be on there, but if it is, Die Hard Addicts, and you get the shirt.
Whew, excuse me. All right, still waiting. I don't know why it's taking so long to get back up after the personal foul, but either way, 4:47 to go in a 19-10 ball game. All right, here we go. Ball at the 20. A.J. Brown down at the bottom of the formation. I don't know if you throw him one here just to kind of make him stop reading on the sideline. Hurts in the pistol. It'll be another Saquon run up the middle, nowhere to go, and he's tackled immediately for a gain of nothing. It'll be second down and 10. And as Tom Brady just said, they are selling out to stop the run.
Understandable.
They burn a timeout. Yep. Be a long fourth quarter. 7:30 Eastern time here as we're going to hopefully kick another field goal and get over 20 and ride in the sunset and live to die another week. How about that?
There you go. Works for me.
Oh, man. Okay, here we go.
Come on, guys.
All right, second and 10. Still at the 20. Hurts in the pistol, takes the snap, turn give Barkley, nowhere to go. Lowers the shoulder and gets 2. I don't think Philadelphia wants to throw the football at all. I think they're very content with making Green Bay burn all those timeouts as they don't use their third one, although Walker is down on 2 knees, and so he might be hurt. But he just got back up, so he's going to walk off the field here, and the clock will dip below 4 minutes before Philadelphia takes a 3rd and 8 snap. I think you throw on 3rd and 8, Josh. I know it's counterintuitive because you run the ball, you take more time off the clock. First down means they don't even touch the football again, and then you don't have to worry about extra or onside kicks or weird plays. I don't know. 3rd and 8, they're not going to listen. They're going to give it to Saquon Barkley up the middle, and he's not going to get a first down. He got about 4.
I'm
get
okay
the ball
with that.
about to the... That's fine. The 14, and they'll kick a field goal, and it looks like the clock will continue to run.
Yeah, I mean, I get your point. Totally makes sense, but at the same time, too, you got the defense that's healthy, rested, rested from the time that they've had here. You do have a couple injuries, but you're the number 1 defense for a reason. So you take a 12-point lead I mean, what? Green Bay's going to have to use a timeout, so they're going to have no timeouts with like 3:40
No more
remaining.
timeouts.
So
Walker is now hurt. He was hurt on the previous play, and now he steps wrong as Lane Johnson blocks him into the ground. And
wow, yeah.
looks like he had an ankle injury there, and so he's going to be slow to get off the field. And now we wait.
That's the. Sorry, I was going to say I think that's the same one that he's been nursing all week because he's questionable limited practices. It looks like that's the same one. So banged up quite a bit.
Yep. What's the book there? We got to look at the cover. What is it?
Inner excellence.
Inner excellence. Okay. It's a good read. You know, he's just trying to pump himself up a little bit. I think everyone's going to predict a big AJ game next week. How about that? Big AJ Brown game next week.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
All right, 4th and 4, and so out will come Jake the Make, who is 2 for 2 on field goals, 0 for 1 on extra points. We'll see what we got here from the left hash. They've all been short today, which is really great, and not had to worry about testing his length here. This one, 32. He's made from 30, 31, and in about 5 seconds, hopefully from 32. 3:24 to go, and they can walk this all the way down to about 3:15 as the clock does run. 5 on the play clock, 4, 3. Here we go. There is your... Oh, no, Bird's going to take a timeout. Okay, might as well.
All right.
3:14 to go, and they will let Jake Elliott think about it a little more.
Almost there.
Oh, it's been one of those games, Josh. It's been one of those games. Green Bay's going to really hate themselves for all the turnovers, but the talk of the town is going to be the Eagle offense next week, and obviously the defense's lack of Nakobe Dean going forward. I think those are the two big storylines. Offense being number one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's without a doubt. It's also funny because it's one of those games that maybe slightly boring for a couple different reasons, but you know, we said before on the broadcast, like if the Eagles win by multiple possessions, we'll be fine. We won't.
It's fine.
Hate it. So, yeah.
Yep.
A win's a win, regardless.
Three takeaways, only 7 points off those takeaways. That's going to be probably the biggest issue in this one is not capitalizing in the red zone. But here comes a 4th and 4, 32-yard attempt from the left hash. Jake snap, hold, kick up, and dead center. That's his best kick of the night.
There we go.
And that makes it a 12-point lead, 22-10. And, you know, if you would have told me 22-10, it would have gone a lot differently in my head. But you get to a win any way possible, and you're going to go to the divisional round, it seems, barring some sort of a miracle here from Green Bay.
Yeah, I totally agree. I would have thought a lot differently for that. But like we said, I mean, however it happens, I've seen some comments of, hey, we only won because of the fumble. We only won because of this or that. Is that they're about to win. They're 3 minutes away from a win. If they just take care of business, win. Yep. It doesn't always look pretty. Thomas, you said it earlier as well, but everyone remembers the game against the Falcons where you hold on for dear life, and you're fortunate or thinking like, man, Atlanta's surely going to score, target Julio Jones in the end zone. But, you know, hey, sometimes it is ugly. And other times it's like whenever we play the Vikings in the championship game and you just blow them out. So it goes back and forth. Ultimately, 3 minutes left. If you hold down to win, you got a dub. You move on. Jalen Hurts got in some reps. He got some play. Got in the back of the feel of things. So I think we're going to be fine.
Yeah, I think the media will overlook the fact that Hurts missed a couple of weeks, and I didn't think he'd be rusty. Obviously was, as Jake Elliott kicks this one end over end, dead center, and it will not be returnable. But maybe today is the rust day, and you get that out the window, and then you come back, and it's the Eagle offense we saw of for that 12-1 streak, really the final 13 games of the season.
Yep. I agree. Now, you expect that the Eagles, as they've done most of the year, and I know that we all hate this, but you expect they're probably going to back off a little bit and let the dink and dunk down the field as much as you can, let the clock tick and everything else, but we'll see.
Packers have one timeout. They can stop the clock there, and then the 2-minute warning. 3:12 to go, 22-10 Philadelphia. Jordan Love, 169 yards through the air and 2 turnovers. He'll take the first down snap from the empty set in the gun. He's going to be sacked by Nolan Smith.
Hey, there we go. 2 sacks? Come on.
Wow, and another Packer offensive lineman is down on the ground writhing in pain. Holy cow, they are dropping like flies. Doesn't even feel like the proper term. It's been so many of them. But a big sack there for Nolan Smith. How about that, huh?
Heck yeah. I'm pumped up about that. I mean, it's on... I mean, really just beating multiple guys, but able to come out here on the right side, just kind of bull rush, and then Jordan Love steps up, trying to potentially, I don't know, either take off and run or just buy some time. But I'm telling you, Nolan Smith, one of the big factors. Cooper DeJean, huge difference maker ever since the bye week, but Nolan Smith getting more snaps and reps, playing up to the potential. Gotta love it.
Yeah, seems like a pretty bad injury here for the Packer left tackle, as he is on his back right now, getting a lot of attention on that leg. Oh man, okay. Well, that'll stop the clock. 3:02 to go in this football game. And so
that does not.
that looked really bad. That looked really bad.
Hopefully
He got
he's okay.
tail whipped by his own player. So, okay.
Let's see. We've passed the 2,000 like mark, by the way. So
Okay. Gotta like
appreciate
that.
everybody for hitting the like button. We have far surpassed that. And at one point, I think we had 5,000 people on the stream, which is absolutely insane. So appreciate you guys for that as well. There will be a stream afterward. I don't know exactly on the details yet, and we can discuss. But for those wanting to hang out for an after party, there will be a stream for the Commanders and Bucks that I'm going to have going on. So we will have that. In the
I
meantime,
think people are saying broken leg for that Packer player. It
Oh,
didn't look
gosh.
good. Did not look good. They're probably going to have to air cast it all. Oh, man.
you hate that. Let's see. Shane with a 5 says, let's see. Can you guys get one of those Let's Hunt shirts signed?
It's harder than it looks. I'll just say that.
Maybe.
Harder than it looks.
I wouldn't say it's impossible, but
How about a signed football?
I was going to say definitely during the playoffs.
Yeah. They
It-
don't
it
really.
works there.
They're kind of focused right
A
now.
little more difficult to make happen during the playoffs. Maybe not impossible afterward. We'll see.
We got plenty of fun stuff happening in the offseason, but let's hope the offseason is weeks and weeks away. Let's just
Yeah,
say that.
yeah,
Weeks and weeks away.
Not
That's
until
what we want.
February. February, middle February,
Yep.
late February.
Yep.
B with a 5 says 7 players got injured this game, which is crazy. That is definitely crazy.
Yeah. It's been a lot. It has been a lot.
Physical teams.
Now, Jalen Hurts does have a 111 quarterback rating today, which is pretty crazy. I know a lot of people wouldn't think that would be a possibility, but it's true.
Yeah. Josh B, did we get an official update on Nakobe? I don't
Nope.
think we've seen. I
Knee,
mean,
just
they'll
out with the
get
knee.
it. They'll get, I'm sure, MRIs and take a look and make sure probably tomorrow. But I mean, it doesn't look good, obviously, because he got carted off and everything there.
The A.J. Brown book stuff is going to be pretty wild to listen to the next couple of days as they're back and they're bringing Josh Myers out of the game on a card as we see the air cast on it as well. That's brutal. But how does A.J. have the book ready to go? Did he just think that maybe he wasn't going to get the ball today? Like it's going to be fun to listen to what they say about that, but
Yeah,
we'll
I
cover
don't-
that on
there-
our shows tomorrow.
There was somebody else who came over and almost looked like she had a cover for it. So I don't know if he asked her to get that or what, but it's just so random, all of it.
2nd and 12. Love double clutches with a flag in the end zone or in the backfield. That's a deep shot that's going to be caught, but it's going to come back. Heath makes up for the missed 4th and 3, but that's going to be a hold on the offensive line. Yep, that's a hold. They have like 3 backups on the offensive line as well. So Sean Ryan is going to get called there, and that probably 30-yard pitch and toss is not going to count.
Mm-hmm. Tough to do with all these backups and injuries and everything else. Dirty Air with a 5 saying we can win a playoff game pretty handily with AJ having only 10 yards is a good thing. He'll get his when the time comes. It's a positive way of looking at it.
I hope he feels the same way. I'm sure he will. I'm sure he's just going to joke about it. Maybe he's trying to put all the smoke on him instead of Jalen this week. You never know. All right, well, backs him up 2nd and 23. It only a matter of time till Philadelphia advances to the divisional round. I'll take the snap. He dropped it. Now Love's going to get it out quickly to the running back Wilson, and he's going to get about 3 yards. There's another penalty flag.
Oh, my gosh.
And so 2nd and 23 is probably going to turn into 2nd and like a mile. And now Jordan Love is on his back holding his left hand, but he got up pretty quickly. So, yeah, they're going to get an eligible man downfield.
Wow.
Oh, replay assist says no player downfield. So how about that?
Okay. So what? 3rd and 23 now.
We'll take it. We'll take it. It's actually better now because 2nd and 40 versus 3rd and 23. You'd rather get him to 3rd and 23, honestly. Oh man! All right, here we go. It's 2:31 to go. Birds up by 12. Feeling good on a day where there'll be a lot of complaints after a wild card playoff win. Love will be in the gun. Let's see what the defense can do. Can they get turnover number 4 today? I don't be greedy. Maybe save that for next week. There will be another game at the link. Love takes a snap, 4-man pressure, deep drop, looking left, now dumps it out of the backfield to Wilson, blocker in front, makes one man miss, and he's got a big gainer there. First down. Wow, that is about a 25-yard gain on 3rd and 19. So that worked pretty well, and I get out of bounds. Stop the clock at 2:15. There is a path, Josh, where Packers score quick, onside kick, and then score again. There's, we're expecting it to be over, but technically there is a path where they could hang in there. So defense needs to make sure it doesn't happen. 2:15 to go here, 4th quarter. 1 timeout apiece. 22-10 Philadelphia. 3 turnovers, 2 picks, and the fumble on the opening kickoff have been the difference in this game so far. Loving the gun all the way up at the 44 of the Packers. He'll throw on a 4-man pressure, steps up in a pocket, fires across the middle, caught. Good tackle, 2 there by Reed Blankenship, but that is a catch by Melton up to the Eagle 41, and that'll move the chains and take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, not completely over. Still need a lot to happen, but they go, like you said, 40 yards. They're down to, I believe, 1 timeout left. And then get
they still have 1
kick. So, come on, guys, finish it. Should be okay. Weezy with the 2, saying, great win, boys. Great stream. Go Birds.
That's all we needed.
Appreciate
nice, easy
that.
win.
Everything else, yep. Let's just make sure
easy win.
100% officially get it done. Have it over with.
Yep.
5 from Derbilly. Let's see. I had a feeling Hurts would be rusty. It's tough for your first game back to be a playoff game, but he made some plays, and defensively, we played great. There you go.
I think that is the big takeaway here is how good the defense has been. And it'll be completely lost, right? It's going to be completely lost, but that'll be the big takeaway. If you had told me, Josh, that A.J. Brown has 1 catch, Saquon Barkley less than 100 yards, and Jalen Hurts was pretty rusty, and they win this by double digits, I think that we would have thought that you were crazy, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, I completely agree. It's funny. Him here with the chat says, AJ reading a book on the sideline. A real coach would grab it and tear it apart, trade him in the offseason. He'll get all the targets he wants, loser.
All right, well.
Jeez,
people are.
I mean,
people are crazy. People are crazy. It's just the one thing I will say is that AJ does bring a lot of this on himself, right? I mean, we wouldn't be talking about this at all, but it's what he likes to do, and I'm a big AJ Brown fan. But he brings it upon himself, so hopefully he's ready for the media craze that's going to be the next 7 days.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get asked about it, that's for sure. Jose with the 2 saying original body bag game was in 1990. This is 2.0. It's been a lot of injuries. Josh B with the do I want Hurts to play better? Yes. Did he play awful? No.
It's true. I don't think he was terrible. It was just rusty, and I felt like they just couldn't move the football early on in this football game. And so I thought he played well at times. He had that big drive when they needed the Dallas Goedert touchdown, and that was the difference.
There we go.
All right, 2 minutes to go. Packers driving a little bit here. They got 1 timeout. Their only chance to stop the clock the rest of the way unless the ball hits the ground or they go out of bounds. Ball at the Eagle 41-yard line. Loving the gun, Wilson to his left. Takes the snap, rolling right. Stops, sets his feet, now throws a prayer deep left side in the end zone. It's been picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Look who it is.
Quidon Mitchell.
It's Q.
Mitchell. Yes.
Oh.
He finally got one.
In the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
He finally got one. I thought it was C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Heck yes.
Oh, man.
Oh, I actually had a play on that, believe it or not. I had a cue for the interception. So
Look at that.
we will take that. Let's go.
He finally got it. Look at him. Watch it into the arms. I love it. I love it. Okay. On to the divisional round, baby. How about that?
Come
huh?
on.
On the divisional round.
They're saying Zack Baun being 50 yards down the field as a linebacker. Yeah, he's pretty much everywhere. Let's see. Robert with a 2. I didn't see a comment here, but we appreciate the support. Thanks for that. Eagles getting the dub, baby. Come on. 151 left. I mean, this is it. You line up and I guess technically they have to run it, don't they? I mean, they could just kneel it, right?
Well, they still have one timeout, so I guess they still have to. Ball to 20, 151 to go. No shocker, handoff to Saquon, and he'll fall forward for gain of 4. I've said that about 8 times so far today, but that will not stop the clock. I think Green Bay has waved the white flag here. I think they understand they've lost all their players. Josh Jacobs never returned after he got injured about 30 minutes ago. I mean, geez, you don't want to say that they don't deserve to advance, but if the Packers would have advanced, it would have been a very banged-up Packer team going to Detroit next week, and that probably would not have ended well. So,
yep.
Clock keeps running. Philadelphia is a first down away from being able to fully ice this. The clock's going to get real close, too.
Here we go. John says CJ's legit jealous right now. LOL.
Gotta be. Here's a handoff. Saquon Barkley. There he goes.
Oh.
He's going to slide, though. Oh, he had a touchdown and he slid down.
Oh, that would have been so nice.
Oh,
I mean, you don't need it, obviously, but
they should have. He should have done it. Howie Roseman's laughing on the sideline. Oh, he should have done it. Why not? It's a 2-score game. Oh,
that's
man.
all right.
You go.
Don't pull a hammy or anything. But yeah, you're right. He could have
Sure.
easily. He would have been gone.
The first big
that
hole.
was a touchdown.
The first big hole. Oh, man. Here comes your knee.
Let's
That's
go.
it. MVP chance, and the Philadelphia Eagles have officially won their wild card game. Look at AJ. They're all dancing on the sideline. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Heck yes. Big time, baby. Was it pretty? Took a little bit extra maybe than what we anticipated or hoped at times, but they got it done. Alfredo with a 2 said this one's for Q. Heck yeah, finally got that one. Heath with a 20 bomb said, great job, fellas. You kept me sane through this game. Go Birds.
We needed it.
Whew. I feel a whole lot. I mean, a win cures all, but I feel a whole lot better after just the anxiety and nerves and everything else. Jalen coming back for the concussion. I mean, there's so many ways to think about this one, but honestly, for me, the optimistic viewpoint is, look, you just won 22-10 against a good Packers football team. Yes, they had injuries, but you dealt with injuries as well. Jalen was rusty. AJ only had 10 yards. You still won by 12. You took care of business. So you got to move on. You do have to be better next week, but there's all the belief in the world that you could and that you would be. So feeling good, feeling positive.
I think you got to be positive on this one. I know there'll be plenty of talk, plenty of conversations, but it was the worst possible game the offense could have played, and they won by double digits, and they should have gotten to 30. I mean, that should have technically been 30-10, which is crazy to think about, right? I mean, it's an impressive, dominant performance by the defense, and now you gear up for a Buck team or a Ram team or a Viking team, and all of them have their pros and cons, and honestly, at this point, just get to the next round. Get to the next round, and the Birds are 2 wins away from going to a Super Bowl. So I'm going to be positive this week. I mean, we could have lost in the first round, and our season could be over right now, and it's not.
I agree. Totally agree. I know there's going to be the talk, and we'll have lots of it this coming up week, like you said. But, I mean, ultimately, hey, everything is still up for grabs. Everything is in front of you. People are going to have some, doubts, concerns, whatever. But I think that you can build off this. You can get the momentum. You can be sharper. We've seen it times where Jalen has been a little rusty coming off an injury. Granted, it's been usually that last regular season game or the last couple that he comes back. But still, whether it's there or this playoff game, you got to win, and you just build on it. You keep on going from it.
Oh, man. All the conversation is going to be about A.J. Brown, your one catch. I hope he has a nice, easy press conference, laughs about it. No big deal. They have everything in front of them, Josh, and they are a great football team. And I think that's going to be the challenge for a lot of Philadelphia fans is the short-term memory that people are going to have. They're going to remember this football game and not what happened the previous 13. And I think that's going to be the battle this week for all of us, is to stay positive and remember that Philadelphia on any given Sunday can put 30 on you, and on any given Sunday can hold you less than 17. And that performance right there is not good enough to win a Super Bowl, but it is not bad enough to lose a playoff game. So we will definitely take it.
I agree. I totally agree. Let's see. Joseph here. Jasper first. Then I'll get to Joseph. Jasper with a 10 says, even though Jalen didn't have his best performance, do you think he'll be better?
For sure.
Absolutely. I think they're both
for sure.
That. He will.
I mean,
for sure.
There's no way, nowhere to go but up, right? And
yep.
The problem is at the same time, he delivered when he needed to. We needed to get a couple of drives to put this game at 2 scores, and Philadelphia wins comfortably, and he did. That drive when it's a 1-score game, when it's 6 points, Josh, and he goes 3 for 3 for 61 yards and a touchdown pass, and he audibles into what eventually was the game-winning touchdown pass. That's great. That's exactly what you wanted. I think Eagle fans are upset because we expect 30 and we expect them to be high-flying, and I think A.J. Brown's 1 catch is kind of the big stain on this win, because you really need A.J. to do a lot more against that secondary. But it is a good defense. It's not a bad defense. The Packers are a good football team, and they bottled up Saquon Barkley well, and so it is what it is. But they 100% were able to win this football game in advance, and that's all we want to do in the postseason.
Totally agree. They're just keep moving on. Survive in advance. Robert with a 5. Everyone chill. Remember the year they won it all. The tough one. Yep, there you go. The tough one against the Falcons. Then they dominated. JT Myers with a 5. Q got his pick. Let's freaking go. Go Birds.
Let's go.
That he did. It finally happened.
He did.
Took a while, but hey, you know what? If you're going to get your first one, get it in the playoffs. Q got one. Slay got one. The corners hadn't had one the entire season, but you know what? You make it happen. Playoff game, big-time performance. Defense took care of business. So Eagles win. And now, I mean, I'm going to be streaming the Bucks Commanders game. I'm going to take a quick 15-ish minute break, but I will be back. So people that want to hang out or just see, there's big ramifications, obviously, because if the Bucks win, we play the Bucks. If the Commanders win, then we play either the Vikings or the Rams. So, Thomas, this was a blast. This was nervy for a long time, and then finally they kind of moved it on. But
oh man,
like we say, they got the dub, so we're okay. We're good.
Hats off Nolan Smith, MVP on defense. Him and Zack Baun were fantastic, but Nolan Smith, I think, was probably the best player on defense today, and that's that means a lot. We'll see what happens with all the injuries. I mean, obviously, probably losing Nakobe Dean. We'll see how they respond to that. And I think Slay played most of that second half, but was it a stinger? Is this something worse? We're going to keep an eye on that as well.
Yep, absolutely. Flacco Stacks, what's the bonus for using the code? You can get up to $1,000 bonus cash. Use promo code Philly Special or scan the QR code. Either one, or there's a link in the description as well, but just use that code, up to $1,000 bonus cash. Lastly here, before we wrap, Tony Cadillac with a 5. Offense can't afford to waste points on defensive turnovers. Kept Green Bay in it too long. Won't work against a better offense if we need to go on or in a shootout.
Sure.
I mean,
but the offense can turn around. They definitely can turn around, and it's all smiles right now. You just got to just got to win the first one, man. Win the first one and get rolling. That's all we needed, and we live to die another week. We'll take it.
We do. We will absolutely take it. And you may not have to get into a shootout. It's a fair point that Tony says, but with the defense, the way that it's played and everything else, you may not have to ever win a shootout necessarily. Now it might be closer than what we want, but Alfredo with a 2. Love you guys. Keep up the great work. # Lucky Charm.
Appreciate it.
We'll take that. Heck yeah. Marcus also with a 5. Add 7 to the score. Barkley slid. We just won by 19 points. Go Birds. I mean, that's technically true. It would have been 29-10. So then everybody would be like, man, you didn't play your best game. You still won 29-10.
Very true.
It's fair.
Yep.
Let's go. All right. I think we're wrapping here. This was fun. It was just, like I said, nerve-wracking, anxious, a lot of energy and exhorted effort. But you know what? They did it. They got the dub. Make sure to like and subscribe, everybody. We appreciate you guys. As I mentioned, game recaps coming from both of us, other giveaways, videos, breakdowns. Keep an eye out. Nakobe Dean, injury news, others as well. And I'm going to be streaming here in 15-ish minutes. I'll be a tiny bit late, but for the Bucks Commanders game. So for Thomas Mott, I'm Josh Davis. We appreciate you guys. As always, Eagles moving on.
Playoff win.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.